sounds for a reason, man. Top two, what it do, baby?
What
We
did they
bike.
do?
Yeah, man, we got a whole lot of shit to cover, a whole lot of stuff to cover. Damn, I'm starting early. Got a whole lot of stuff to cover today. Let me
Always glad when it's not me that ruin it.
let me go ahead and share us real quick. Pause. Let's get some shareation going on. Share us to the new. Make sure I tag a couple people so they can't say that we didn't tag them. Give them the we bike. See, let me see. Looking at this shit like I don't need no glasses. Uh, yeah, but it's a lot of stuff going on right now, y'all. Whole lot
Definitely,
of stuff.
definitely, definitely. Um, where you want to start at? Pause.
Give me 1 second, real quick. I'll let you know. All right. I think we should start in order of how in reverse order of how everything came in. So, yo, that thing with my man Gilbert, yo, that's a wild situation, yo.
I mean, the more I hear about it, the more I feel like it's some trumped up bullshit.
You said some trumped up bullshit. Why you say that?
Yeah, I mean, it just seemed like he was gambling in his house. Like he wasn't necessarily running a illegal casino. Um, from what I understand and what I didn't, read about before, even before this shit, they have high roller games at private residences all the time.
Most definitely, I
The
believe
the
that.
the the person, they I think they said that he fucked up at was he was taking a cut because it was his house that they was running it at or whatever for real. But come on,
Man, that shit
man, like
came.
I
That
just
shit
don't
came back
think
with a vengeance. Ain't
I just
nobody gonna
don't
be able to
think
hear you right now. That shit came back with a vengeance, yo.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but I mean, we gonna see. I don't know what's up with this Israeli mob connection. My man Khan just popped in. Let me get you up in here. Pause. My nigga Khan, way.
Yo,
What's
What
up, my
it
nigga
do?
Khan?
man, keep up stuff, man. Had to get this homework done before I hop on, man.
All right, that's what it do. Let me get you a better look on the screen. I don't like to dominate the look. There we go. That's a lot better. Um, you ain't got no card in your camera, yo. No card in your camera, yo.
Right. So,
But yeah, what I don't know, yo. I got to see more information. They made it sound spectacular with the Jewish mob dudes and
That's what
all that stuff.
I don't think I don't think it's big cars if they made it seem new. Like it's going probably. I understand. Um, it was just some high level poker games going on.
Right.
I mean, and if it's just some high level poker games, I mean, I get it might be kind of illegal. Um, I mean, it is illegal, but how many people doing that shit? I think it's just that he was tied to some mob members.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Hey, Crib, go out and come right back in again, yo. See if we can clear it up again real quick, yo.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, we talking about the Gilbert Arenas situation right now, Con.
yeah, I seen it was like Stephen A. Smith, the feds, yo, because of that, yo. It's crazy.
No, what's even crazier is that Gilbert got a Vlad interview going on right now. Like right now, his Vlad interview
Oh
is up right now.
yeah, he
So just for irony's sake, you know what I mean, for you to get jammed up while his Vlad interview is currently going on. But back to what we were saying, Craig, about the Israeli connection, the Israeli mob connection. I'm just curious to see how all of that intersect. And Gilbert, they say Gilbert wasn't playing himself. They just saying he hosting the shit.
And he was
that's
just taking the cut off the top.
Yeah. So he basically doing what we seen on. Did you see the last BMF episode?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I,
well, on the last BMF episode, it was a high stakes gambling operation at somebody's mansion down in Atlanta and shit. You know what I mean? And he had some athletes there that was part of the storyline, like a football player was there and all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. All this shit come out the same. You know what I mean? The same week after these things. You know what I mean?
but you know what's even crazier? This made me think of when Vic had got in trouble with the dog fighting, and he wasn't even there fighting the dogs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Basically, he let his house host it. You know,
yeah. Same type of situation. Same type of situation. But I think if the Israeli if it wasn't that Israeli motherfucker connection, because they probably the one that probably bankroll the actual the games, because Gilbert ain't gonna put his money up. I already know Gilbert ain't the type of
but
nigga
yeah,
that's going
he ain't gonna put his money up.
he ain't gonna have $10 million available for chips. He's not doing that. So
He trying to take the money. He ain't trying to use his money to basically you gambling on your bread to see if some people gonna win or some people gonna lose.
right. And yo got it's crazy because yo got the underdog, whatever gambling sponsor he got for Gil's Arena. I think it's Underdog. 'Cause I think they be like Underdog, woo woo. Yeah. So I think it's Underdog. He got a sports book that sponsors Gil's Arena, y'all. So that just make it even more crazy. I wonder how all that's gonna work. Like they're not gonna be able to stop him from doing Gil's Arena. He can still do his own shit, but I just wonder how it's gonna go.
Gonna work with the sponsorship part of it.
Yeah. Hey Craig, why somebody said uh Rashad McCants wore a wire, yo. He said that's how he went down.
Yeah, McCants look like the one, yeah.
I mean, that's why it's funny, you know what I mean? Because he the most disgruntled nigga out of the whole situation and shit.
Always, always.
Super
I was
disgruntled,
just on
yo,
my
and
way
shit.
back from the store, and I was listening to like the best moments from Gil's Arena, and Gil spent a whole 45 minutes leaning on Rashad McCants. He definitely told on that nigga.
And he the
Yep.
brokest, and I'm not saying broke on my level, but he's the brokest out of everybody that's on the show too.
All
You know what I mean?
right. Did he even go to the gambling joint? Did he go?
Well, I don't know who all
He
went
said it
for
was
real.
just Gil. He was doing it before they started Gil's Arena.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Nah,
that's
McCants,
what that's what
McCants
that's
heard
what.
about it.
Yeah, I mean they definitely knew about it. If nothing else, they
I'm
knew
saying
about the shit.
he heard about it and told on it. I'm tired of this
Gil
shit.
fucked around, told him he was too broke to play.
Right. So, or somebody got cracked over their head and told, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody got cracked over their head, lost their ass in their paws and told and shit. Probably the
Lost
Morse
a
twin.
couple of cars, or something.
If fuck around, be the Morse twin. Don't
That's
sleep.
crazy. Hey, look, you saying hold up, cause you saying what's name just went down for check fraud.
The Morse twin
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I forgot which
at the
one it was.
casino.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And then this happened.
at the casino, yo. Don't.
Yo, yo, his agent tried to lie though.
What does
Like
agent
the
say?
facts wasn't gonna come out. He said he wrote a bad check for $1,200. He gonna go clear that shit up. Came out, he
Mark, what's
sold
up?
$254 million. I mean 254,000.
Mark, what's
Damn.
up, my nigga? Yeah, most definitely, Mark. Anything when the feds find out you making a lot of money doing some shit and they can't tax it, that's when they come and get niggas, yo. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? Whatever you running, drugs, gambling, whatever, they want their cut off of any money anybody's making in America, yeah.
That shit
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Or Michael Porter brother.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think if it was anybody, it was the Morris twin, yo, because he out here bouncing checks at casinos and shit.
Also checked at the casino. Oh, I'm trying
A
to get
lot of
my
them
money
rich
back.
ass niggas, a lot of them rich ass niggas be degenerate gamblers for real.
Hell yeah.
Um, what the fuck is his name? Bruno
Michael Jordan?
Mars.
Who? Michael
Bruno
Jordan,
Mars.
nigga?
He
Right.
he he down so bad the MGM. They said he doing his residency for free.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm like, yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's what I heard. He paying this shit back. He was down like 60 mil or something at one time. Hey, Con, I don't know if you could, your camera tracking you, so it got the little square on the screen. You don't see it.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Hold up,
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I don't know why it's showing, but
I'm still here. I'm just fixing the camera.
all right, that's what it do. But yeah, yo, that shit is some wild boy behavior, yo. We tend to think, yo, niggas start getting millions and millions of dollars, you escape the illegal millions of dollars that you escape the BS activities and shit. And I guess it just ain't like that, yo.
You
You know
think
what I
so?
mean?
I mean, you just got more access to more BS activities.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. But I know it just gotta feel bad, yo. And I ain't talking about Gilbert right now. I'm just talking about in general, yo. To know you done made 40 to over $100 million over your career. Of course, we know about tax, so that's the normal part. Over your career, and you've done playing, and you bouncing checks in casinos and shit, yo. That's some wild shit, yo.
That look
Hmm.
that look that look real bad. Not only that, like on for us to know that you made millions of dollars, bro. That lets you know that people, no matter how much money they get, yo, don't know how to manage bread, bro.
Definitely.
And it's not like in that type of league that they're in. It's not like you're gonna be one of the people that's gonna be around. This ain't like one of the people that play pool and you know what I mean bowl and all that other shit, right? You you're out of there at those certain times, bro. So keep buying all this shit is really hurting you for real. That'd be crazy,
That's
bro.
really what it be. And we had talked about that shit off air at one point. Like when it come to like anything that's coming in abundance real quick, people take for granted that it's a finite amount of time that you got to get that amount of money or do those things for real. They think that shit gonna come in the same way forever. You know, he probably wasn't expecting not to be playing in the league right now.
Fact. Because and then that's even because the type of player that he is, not even what the NBA looking for no more. You get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
like all the players like him are almost about to be expendable. You feel what I'm saying? But and when you look at it, you got people like Big Baby locked up for similar shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
The what Big Baby locked up for? I missed the last couple of things y'all was talking for, but that's a little bit different.
But it's still though he locked up for PPP fraud. It's not different. It's the same shit. You fraud in the bank to fucking get bread to do whatever you're trying to do with it.
Right.
He
I
fraud.
think I thought he
He,
was locked up for that for what they was doing with the
Insurance.
insurance. The insurance, like they was making insurance claims and just getting the money back for the insurance claim.
so he on both of them shit.
Damn.
Him and a bunch of what's the other nigga that play? What's the other dude that played for Chicago? Um,
It was a couple dudes that was involved, a couple players involved in that shit.
part of it. And then while he was locked up, he got hit for that insurance claim shit.
Damn.
Even that's wild. Insurance claim that's crazy, bro. Like these motherfuckers we seen made millions, bro, and we know they made millions.
Right.
They
What I
ain't
will
fall off.
say about
They
the
ain't fall off
NFL,
like what's the name though? Like my
What I
man in
will
DC and
say
shit.
though about that NFL shit,
Uh huh.
they on paper make millions, but them taxes be raping their asses, pause, yo. Like I was watching some shit the other day where Tatum, his contract is 60 M's, but he only take home almost 20 a year.
Who that? Who you talking about?
Jason Tatum. But in general, all of like most players in the NBA, like
Oh yeah, they get
yeah, they
smacked. They get smacked with
contracts
taxes.
show that they, making X amount a year, but they really only bringing home like 30-40% of that.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why he was mad that Lamar didn't take a fucking agent because most of that shit comes from the normal agents that run the NFL. I mean, not being one of his agents, so the NFL could still get that bread back. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
a lot of that shit come from that. But yeah, you're right, like, but it's at the end of the day though, if you know that already, 20 M's a year, nigga, is still better than what a nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, most definitely. It's just not the 60 that niggas see on
Yeah, yeah,
TV.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Right.
That's like regular life. A nigga keeps saying he make 120, 100,000, 100,000. He don't make that shit a year. He don't get that a year. That shit
Yeah,
tax.
you probably bring home like 60-70.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like the management of not trying to go back to what you're from, and then don't realize that that shit could be taken, bro. And it's sad that it'll be a lot of us that's involved in this fuck shit, bro. It be the talented motherfuckers that have to that fall into that realm, and the next thing you know, we doing anything, yo. We doing anything, putting ourselves in any situation.
Yeah.
And
But
you gotta think you get to a certain status, it's probably super duper hard to go back to less than.
right. Well. Speaking of putting yourself in the situations of an athlete putting himself in a situation, um, hey Latasha, you don't hear no sound? You gotta hear sound because what's the name was hearing
She
some
said
sound.
she was watching it with no sound.
Oh, okay. Um, Speaking of somebody got themselves in a situation, this nigga Shannon Sharpe just got fired from ESPN. They said it's done. He's not coming back
So
because
he
he
did get fired.
Yeah,
yeah,
he got fired.
he got fired. He's not coming back.
Shannon
It came,
Sharp.
it came out that the settlement was $23 million to Shorty, so she got 11.5 million per cheek instead of the 25 grand per cheek.
So she got 23 million.
She got 23 million and retired from OnlyFans. She made an announcement said I'm retiring
I
from
knew for a
OnlyFans.
fact, even before the numbers came out, when she retired from OnlyFans, that he gave her a bag.
Definitely.
And I
Like,
figured it was gonna be a bag too, like you said, Greg. Like yo, for a motherfucker to say yo and have a press conference to say that they retiring from OnlyFans, you know he done set her ass up forever, bro.
yep, that shit is wicked. That
Yeah, that shit.
shit is wicked, bro.
It's,
Like
yo, let's stay with that. Don't sweat it, Con. You good, yo.
23 M's for some pussy is crazy.
That shit is
That,
asinine, yo. He should, for real,
And the
like,
crazy thing to me is it's all consensual.
yeah, he might as well. He
He
was
paid
better off just letting all
23
that shit come
M's and
out.
he ain't even rape a bitch.
He'd have been better off just letting that shit come out at this point because he still ruined everything he was trying to save anyway.
nigga
You know
said
what I mean? Just by paying, so
they gave
he'd have
up
been better
all
off.
the money he got from retirement, bro. Fuck it.
No, he messed up his new money because he ain't had that when he retired. So
Yeah,
he
No,
no,
messed
that
up
was
his.
new money this
yeah, no,
time.
that's what I'm saying though. He gave out more than he made from being
Oh,
retired.
definitely. That was more than he made in his whole career.
Yeah, I agree with that, Mark. If he would have won, they probably would have brought him back. Um, but
I'd have
I
took
think
that
Boxing,
what
shit to
Mark,
court.
What you
I
talking
think
about?
the
You still
problem.
doing Club Shay Shay? You still doing the little nightcap with Chad Ochocinco? You still making your little money? You just not on ESPN. He could have went another year without being on ESPN.
Yeah, I think the problem was the with ESPN and I guess sponsors and stuff like that was the little bit of shit that came out, even though it was consensual the way that shit sound. But that shit just I don't know that shit wild. I would hit up Ray like you still
Where you
got
going,
old
man?
boy level.
Ray
Yeah,
is the killer. Ray is old boy.
Yeah, I don't like
That
talking
shit
about
is
that.
wicked.
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
That the crazy shit about it is, yo, even I blame that. That's on him, yo. I ain't gonna
Oh, it's
hold
totally on him.
you. Like he keep fuck with these young bitches,
I mean, like to me, Nick
and he keep
Justin
fuck.
in the little chat have brought some shit up that I just touched on. The fact that it was completely consensual, and he still had to give her $23 million, set precedent for a lot of bitches out here, yo.
Whoa,
Like
Todd.
you you raise see a whole bunch more people getting sued for shit that they was doing consensually with a bitch.
Look, look at look at the whole Puffy shit. That
That
was
was that was
Like
that was the catalyst for real.
some
my
consensual
question
shit. Bitches
is,
like it, and he still lost
what was she actually suing him for?
for not leaving her the fuck alone. For leaving her the
That's it.
fuck alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for stop fucking with her. But she was trying to say that it got non-consensual. Like she something happened and she ain't want what happened next. Because you remember originally she had said or put out there that yo went in the poop shoot pause without her consent and shit. Like
100%. Yeah,
she ain't want it like that day or whatever.
he
And yo
took it.
did it and yo did it anyway and shit. Plus,
BB running in
like,
her ass, and just the one day she ain't wanted, he ran in her ass anyway. Pause.
all right, the way it lined up, because you remember she was saying all that shit like she was trying to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So if a chick trying to get pregnant by you and you busting the booty paws, you know what I mean? That's an immediate smack in her face. You know what I mean? Immediate smack in her face. Like so, I think that was along the lines of what happened. Like she's probably done that plenty of times with him, but for that time when she was talking about I want that big black baby in me, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put the baby somewhere else. Pause.
That shit is a wicked situation, man.
Super duper wicked.
Like,
Like you said, yo, like you said, Greg, yo, it it was like it was consensual, but he she got his ass on the liner. You feel what I'm saying? Like 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 Bruce said, yo, it's he wanted it, she wanted it until she didn't want it, and
Right.
he ran the ass, he he ran the issue, and now
so
she
he
got his
pretty
ass.
much getting the Kobe charge.
He getting the Kobe charge. Only thing is, Kobe ain't had to put out 23 million.
Shit, he just
No,
had to get
Kobe
that shit to
Kobe
his
paid that.
wife. He just
Not
had
No,
to
not
give
20.
Kobe.
that shit to his wife.
I don't know how much it was, but Kobe did
Kobe gave
pay
about
pay
10.
pay
He
some.
gave his wife a ten
Yeah, he
million
gave
dollar
about
ring.
10. Yeah. Then he gave his wife
Kobe
that
paid out
10
about 20 off
million
that.
dollar ring. Yeah,
Yeah, he
but it
paid
You
out
wasn't.
said
about 20 off that.
Yeah,
you said
So he
20 a
getting the Kobe
combination.
Bryant. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, but Kobe also
And then to
repaired
come out
repaired his
years
image.
later that Kobe didn't actually force himself
do
on
that
her, she
shit.
let him.
Yeah, him for shorty. Yeah,
No, it came out. It came out during that time that Kobe didn't force it on her for
She
real.
let him. Like that shit is wild. Like and that be like, and I understand like consent in terms of somebody being drunk or under the influence or whatever, But if you consent in the moment, you don't get to walk your consent back 2 3 days
Yeah,
later. Like that's crazy
yeah.
to me. Like you just made a
But
bad
that's
decision for yourself.
yeah, but that's the wild part. Like us regular niggas really ain't really got to worry about that too much. But when you got that type of ham, that's why a lot of rich dudes go through so many precautions when
And
they
they fuck
messing
with
with
the
chicks.
same bitches in the same circles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like niggas be like, oh well, why these niggas always pass around the same bitches? Because them bitches understand the game.
yeah, and NDAs. You remember the Dave Chappelle skit. You know what I mean? When he had the sex contract. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
boy, you gonna do this, and this. Go ahead, sign this. And then at the end, yo took the condom off and hollered Kobe, and that was why that part just clicked. You know what I mean?
That was that. That's crazy. Dave
Like
Chappelle.
that's why niggas was giving like Drake a hard time or whatever because he legit take bitches' phones, he make them sign NDAs, all that shit when he fucking with them for real. Like,
Right,
yeah, he
Chris
on some
Brown.
trolling shit. Like, nah, that nigga trying to dictate the narrative. He not trying to get caught up in whatever it is these other niggas getting caught up in because a bitch want to get mad that you cut her off for real. Like, imagine you cutting a bitch off, yo, and as a regular nigga, $23,000 would probably be the equivalent for real. And I
right.
mean, for
Well,
23 million, yo,
Yeah, 23
I
million.
might have just got the bitch
Nasty
killed,
work.
bro. I'd have just got her unalive.
yeah, we talking about some whole different set of circumstances. Then we talking about a whole different type of trial down the line over that.
All
Oh
game.
well, they gonna have to prove that shit. He got enough money to where as though he could leave no paper trail.
Yeah, then you gotta
They
worry
gonna
about
have
the
to
damn
prove
hit.
that shit.
Then you gotta worry about the damn hitman people extorting you at that point.
He working with enough bread to where as though he can get one of them professional mercenary niggas, pay them handsomely, and they leaving him the fuck alone.
Right.
Like
Damn handsome.
if I was rich like that, I'd already have a private security firm on tap for shit like that. Like
And then next thing
bitch,
you
I will
know,
make you disappear.
that's Milan. You remember what happened with Milan and shit on Power? He had the private security niggas, and that nigga fuck around. He flipped it on him and shit. You know what I mean? Now Shannon's selling bricks. You know what I mean?
Those
That
are
was that was that was
Nah,
a power that was a
nah, yo.
power
Now
joke,
you
yo.
now nah,
That was a
yo.
power joke, yo. That was a power joke, yo.
Nah, yo.
That
Shannon
was a
ain't
power
selling
joke,
no
yo.
bricks all of a sudden, yo.
Right.
yeah, that
But
shit
nah,
crazy.
seriously though, like
But do you think that ESPN shit gonna crush him though? Like him
nah,
losing his job at ESPN gonna crush him? Or like
nah, because he kind of went to ESPN to boost them up. Honestly,
yeah, he did.
he was juiced up on his own at that point for real. I think he gonna be all right. He just his days at a major studio is done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
cause
definitely.
this is second one, right? His second
Third, if
fire
you count
coming
going
back.
back to ESPN.
Oh shit, yeah.
Hey,
This is
hey, White, what's up, yo? Yo, I gotta put y'all on with the old meters, yo. I've been thinking about the old meters for a minute, yo. Like we had different old meters, and one of them is the tough old meter, yo. You know what I
tough.
mean? The tough old meter. It's just where you measure at in your thoroughness. You know what I'm saying? And what my man White saying, if Shannon tough old meter was at the right level, he basically wouldn't even none of this shit would have
Big,
happened, yo. You know what I mean? None of it would have happened. So
Is he saying
basically,
the bitch wouldn't have wanted to extort him, or he wouldn't have let himself get extorted?
he wouldn't have let himself get extorted if if
sure.
it, if, if it's
Um,
tough if his tough old meter was high enough. You know what I mean?
I
I,
disagree. A lot of niggas who toughometers, if I'm understanding how you quantifying a toughometer, is through the roof, and they get tricked out of shit by bitches.
No, but that's because it's simple. That's because it's simple meter is super high. You know what I mean?
But your
And it's
toughometer
and
and
it's
your
frequent.
simple-meter, two different things, though, right?
Yeah, but shit can count. Shit can counteract each other, yo. So he got his tough old meter. He got his tough old meter down here. His simple meter right here, and then his freako meter is overriding everything. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
So
Because he was
regardless
So
of
his
going,
what his toughometer
so
that
was, he
nigga
was
going to
gonna
get
lose.
right, he was
that.
gonna lose because he getting
It went.
overran by his freako meter. You know what I mean? You can't let your freako meter run your life, yo.
He had a real bad freakometer. That nigga was getting OnlyFans escort bitches. Like if he
Oh,
probably would have got the Cassie escort bitches, he probably wouldn't been in this problem. He wouldn't got the
he should have been
OnlyFans.
looking up the bitches that go to
He
Dubai
should have
and
messed with
get
the
pissed
chick.
on and shit on. He should
He
have been
should have
looking up
messed with
them bitches.
the Miss B nasty chick that yo was talking about. He wanted to get. Shorty would have been perfect. You know what I mean? That's all you had to do was help her pay her child support, and
Man,
and
Miss B
everything would have been straight.
Nasty would have, yeah, she'd have did whatever he wanted her to do. But the problem is, like a lot of them deep south niggas, he has that plantation fantasy. So be nasty don't fit that aesthetic. You know, he want a little white bitch, nice body that he can live out those fantasies with for real. Like you
Right,
remember
right.
the shit that
Yo,
the shit that they was texting.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, I agree with that, yo. And I've never had no Mandingo fantasies, yo. Like I just never had none of them fantasies, yo. That
I
shit
ain't
was
gonna hold
always.
neither one of y'all, right? Pause.
hey,
Everything I'm about to say. I didn't had a few of those with a bitch. It's something nice to it.
okay.
It just ain't nothing that I'm seeking out on a regular. Something that I
But
need. Like I don't need no bitch that ain't black calling me a nigga.
hey,
Like
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
right. That ain't black. A bitch that wasn't black called him a nigga, and now he gave her 23 million. But yo,
yeah, like I
after
don't
the
need
lawyer
that.
fee,
Like
after the lawyer fee, she got 15 million. So he's still fixing like 15 full. So she's still good to retire
she
from
can
OF,
retire,
bro.
she can travel the world. She ready to meet the love of her actual life now. Like
Hmm.
it's some other nigga that's ready to benefit from his money. Like that shit is nasty work, yo. Like, and I keep going back to it, but that bitch would have an unfortunate fall. She wouldn't get a chance to spend that money. Like, that bitch would be walking down the street one day and a whole bunch of construction stuff would fall on her head.
Yeah, my man Mark says some of these lawyers make me think it's collusion. How do they even have access to those particular lawyers?
It's definitely collusion. I mean, ultimately, it's she got a lawyer who was good enough at what they do, and she probably didn't even pay that lawyer up front though. Like they just looked at it like, oh, we already milked the shit out this nigga.
Oh
So
no,
they
she
took the
definitely
case on,
pro
for
bono. Yeah,
future payments.
yeah, pro bono. They definitely did it pro bono. Like you know, what I mean, a
Now,
hundred
pro bono
percent.
mean you ain't getting shit ever. They took it in, for back end payments for real.
Yeah, no, I feel pro bono means you ain't gotta pay up front because we gonna smack
Nah,
them in the
when you do something,
back
the
end.
lawyer do something pro bono, that mean they doing your case for free across the board.
Okay, okay, okay. Thanks for the correction. Thanks for the correction.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
no,
move.
lawyer
I
definitely took the
black baby on them, yo.
he at this point he was better off putting the big black baby in a pause.
You say he should have put the big black baby in him.
He was better off. He was better off.
All right,
He might have got
my man,
off
Circle of
about
Life.
18 M versus 23.
Right, my man, Circle of Life said, "Do you or y'all think it's possible for someone to be gassing these women to attack certain people for specific reasons?" Yeah, I think they're getting gassed, but I think that I think they seeing the landscape and be like, boy, I can get that ham. because I believe that once he rejected her, she had a mission. She might have had a mission the whole time. You gotta think about how the stuff that came out about Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor had a game plan. She was like, if this go foul, I'm going to accuse Main Man of sexual harassment. So I think they be having a game plan. Like, I think anytime the younger chicks is messing with the older dudes with a whole lot of money, their ultimate game plan
Just
is
to
the
get that bread.
is to try to find a way to get a big lump sum out of 'em eventually. You know what I mean? Especially if everything don't go how they want it to go. You know what I mean? And they feel, and
Yeah,
a lot of chicks feel that by me messing with a guy that I'm not really attracted to, I gotta get something out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't want him in the first place. There's not nobody I would have messed with anyway. So I gotta get something great out of the situation. You know what I mean? And that's just for real. That's really like young girls' mentality messing with older dudes in the first place. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
gotta be highly compensated to fuck with this motherfucker and shit.
Yeah,
yeah. I think
and I go aside like, yo, I think it's a lot of people that gaslight to get certain people attacked. Like a lot of people don't realize like that when they let a person with no confidence have zero mental status say that she was at in the height of the Diddy shit. You feel me? Him
Mhm.
and Jay for it to come out, Shorty wasn't even there. And if you go back to all them like Black Lives Matter shits, there's a lot of those that I mean not Black Lives,
To me too.
the Me Too joints. There's a lot of those that came out later, never happened, but because of the height of everything and the gaslight, it was cool to do it. Like
Yeah.
now it's cool to go after someone, you know what I mean, that has a little bag for real, or just not even a little bag, just have a bag and they know that they can all get benefited off of it. The person that comes up with the bullshit on top of the lawyers. The lawyers got to get theirs. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
no pro bono joints.
Yeah, it's just it's a nasty game. Like it always been a sexually nasty game. You know what I mean? But now, as we see, one of the major benefits of being a rich, powerful man has been eliminated completely. You know what I mean? Because that used to just be one of the parts of being a rich, powerful man that you get to fuck off and get bras and you something go wrong, just pay a couple dollars. She gonna be quiet and all that stuff. But they find them more power taking it. You know what I mean? Taking it and they can get more money just going hard on the dudes now. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's where the shit changed for real. Like you said, bitches back in the G. I bring up Vince McMahon. Khan I know watch wrestling, so
Yeah.
he understand what I'm saying for real. So I bring up Vince McMahon in the sense that he, in a time where that shit was still socially acceptable, he did what he did, and he fucking paid the bitches off based off of the way the times were and what people thought they knew. Them bitches were supposed to disappear forever. You were never supposed to hear from them again. These bitches so savvy now, they waiting out their NDAs and then they coming back and suing.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he had to pay one of them bitches a total of 3 times. He said she said she got some money from him the first time. Then he paid her again, made her sign an NDA. The NDA ran out, so she sued him again, and he just had to pay her a third time.
Yeah.
They rewriting the rules, yo.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that
Like it
because
used
at
to
first
be
that note that what is it? Oh my god, when they can't try you several times for the same crime and shit.
double jeopardy.
Double jeopardy. He 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 caught the double jeopardy with the same female 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but
and
that's not double jeopardy. Double jeopardy,
one of
first of
the same.
all,
He would had to
that's a
be tried and acquitted the first time.
Yeah, so that's dealing with criminal court. She just worked them. You know what I mean? Like Craig said. You know what I mean? It never went to civil court. You know what I mean? The first time. You know what I mean? So now she coming back threatening to go to civil court, and he had to pay her again.
The crazy shit
And this
about
time she
it,
actually went to civil court.
oh yeah, because there's a lot of shit that we don't know until like he got away from that brand. That he been sued by so many of them female wrestlers, bro, over and
Yeah, now
over again.
Vince McMahon is I
Like,
don't mean to cut you off, Khan, but
you
he's
good?
sitting on probably like $60 million in settlements over his life.
Yep.
Right.
Like
Vince
the crazy
McMahon a
shit
wild
about
ass nigga. And not
when
even
they,
just for him. Like he was letting his executives do wild shit to bitches. And then he
right,
was paying the bitches off with WWE money too.
Right.
WWE, right?
My man Mark say JFK would have been a villain in this era. Them Kennedys used to get rid of chicks.
He'd have been
Yeah,
my hero.
yeah. You're crazy.
Some of them bitches need to some of them bitches, yeah. Like,
Yeah, because a lot of
especially if
people
you
say
know the
he had something to
rules
do with
of
Marilyn Monroe.
engagement. If you
Yeah,
know the
something
rules
Marilyn
of
Monroe did
engagement when you coming
about me.
into the shit, like that's why me and Bruce used to talk about it. I think we talked about it on the stream before. I don't excuse Cassie or I don't look at Cassie as a victim because
Me
to
either.
me, she had to know the rules of engagement when she was starting to fuck with Diddy. So anything that came after, she couldn't have been too surprised.
Oh yeah, she wasn't at all,
Like,
at all.
so, it's just like me knowing a lion in a cage and he hungry, and I walk in that cage and I fucking lock the door and the lion mauled me. I knew what the fuck I was getting myself into. You shouldn't feel sorry for me because the lion mauled me. You probably should be calling me a dumbass because I went into the cage.
Right? Yeah.
Most definitely. Most definitely. And for real, they going in for to be in proximity to money. All of them are getting paid while everything is going on. You know what I mean? That's like the major thing. They know what they are and they know what they doing, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said, the crazy thing about it is, it was like the reason why China got into the porn industry is
Uh
because
huh.
Vince told her as the way to make money back for money that she still owed him. He knew a way to get the money back quicker, and that was the porn industry, bro. I said that's that motherfucker wild, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy because it ain't no real money for performers in porn industry. You know
Shit.
what I
When
mean?
she did that one night in China, nigga, they threw her that
They China was
backwoods
getting
and
a
go
bag from that
for
porn industry. They
like
was
It
getting a
might
fifty
it
bag.
might have
million
been.
dollars.
Yeah, I was about to say that time the DVD era. It was more money in it. It definitely was
Oh,
more
yeah,
money in it. In the DVD era. I will say
that
that.
that era back then versus this era, yeah, definitely. Like they probably was definitely getting a bag back then. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's too much porn out here. You know what I mean? It's too much
Yeah,
porn out here right now. You know what I mean? It's free. You know what I mean? You can go on Twitter. You can go anywhere and watch that shit now for real. Nigga, you can go on your own phone. You know what I mean? People making their own shit like it's
right.
regular. It's just normal stuff now. You know what I mean? But for real, let's get off of this.
And back in the G before that shit became.
No, go
Hmm?
ahead. I'm listening.
I thought you said you was ready to get off or something.
No, 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 no. But I want y'all to niggas to finish their thoughts.
Oh no, I was just saying that back in the G, before porn became easily accessible, they was giving celebrities big money to do like pornos or whatever. She got paid a good amount of money to do that porno.
I believe it. I believe it. My man Keith Holler, tell me the difference between Diddy and Byron Long. Pause.
Who is Byron Long? Pause.
He a porn nigga, yo. He a porn dude, corn dude. Um, I
Oh,
know what
okay.
he's getting at. I know what he's getting at
I
because
don't know. I just want to preface all this by saying I only ever really knew one nigga that did porn. Pause, and that's Mr. Marcus because he used to always wear the hat.
okay, okay.
I thought
Um,
you were say Rashawn from Baltimore, Bravo.
no, I can name four, and including Mr. Marcus. I can name four dudes, and one of them is the nigga that look like the nigga in G Unit. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I know Yo, because I seen
Oh,
Yo.
Oh,
Brian
Lloyd
Pump,
Banks. I don't
Lloyd
know
Yeah,
his
Banks.
name though. I just know he looked like Lloyd Banks.
right. And then you got Justin Slayer. You know what I mean? Only reason I know him is because he had a production company, and then I used to call going hard Slayer mode. You know what I mean? Going in Slayer mode. You know what I mean? Um, and then I forgot it was another one I can remember, but pause either way. But to Keith's, the difference is Keith between somebody recording and doing porn and making money off of porn, and what Diddy was doing was basically watching live porn and hiring people to do live porn for him. Is the fact that they are regulations for porn, you know what I mean, and the government is getting their money off of it, which is the main thing. You know what I mean? If Diddy made that a underground bad boy production, signed the correct papers, and did everything he needed to do to sell it, and then pay taxes off of it, we wouldn't be, it wouldn't have been a case. You know what I mean? So that you know what I mean kind of goes back to what we was talking about. If you include the government in it, it's legal. Right or wrong, that's what the difference is in those things.
Yo,
Hey
but
yo,
Um,
quick
he a
question, yo.
killer
What was
in
the nigga
Petro,
name,
man.
yo? That wore the boot show and fucked the shit out of Pinky and Superhead.
I thought
I
that was
don't
Mr.
know. You
Marcus.
said the boots. I know that
Oh,
Mr.
Mr.
Marcus.
Marcus, ball head
I
nigga.
thought it was, yeah,
I
I
know
thought it
Mr.
was Mr.
Marcus.
Marcus.
Mr. Marcus
Oh,
would have hat. He would have
okay,
hat.
That's what I knew
yeah,
him
with the hat. Yeah,
from spanking Superhead.
yeah, the Timberlands. That was it. Yeah,
Yeah, but and Justin Slayer is Yo was Tim's sunglasses and the wife beater flipped over, yo. Because I used to put that same outfit on for bitches. You
you
know
said
what
you
I
used
mean?
to put that outfit on, Bruce. Put the
Hey
outfit on.
yo, uh,
That he said anything.
That's
uh,
Slayer
uh,
mode, yo. That's Slayer mode.
Yo
What you say?
said, yo, I want the Slayer mode out that bitch.
Right, yo.
Yo,
shit, I went.
Yo. If you flip your wife beater over like this, yo, over your head,
when you
yo,
flip,
you
oh,
can't be
that nigga
bullshitting, yo.
definitely when you flip the white beat over your head.
You can't be
Oh,
bullshitting, yo. You
okay.
can't be bullshitting, yo, when you flip the white beater, yo. So you better make sure you in that mode, yo. If you flip the
Yo,
white
I
beater,
wish my
yo.
fucking camera was not fucking up, bro, so you can see my face right now, bro.
Yo,
Crying, bro. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Slayer mode, yo.
Damn, you're a
Put the
fuck.
glasses. Well, you gotta get the glasses, cause you know I keep some sunglasses somewhere
You
close.
keep the sunglasses on. You
I
take
got
the
a pair. I
sunglasses
got a
on.
pair of glasses. I got a pair of glasses in every room in my house. You know what I
Oh
mean? Even
shit.
the kitchen. You know what I mean?
Yo,
So I got a
you
pair.
had to be a porn star, nigga, back in the day, that cuz.
I keep a pair of sunglasses in the kitchen, in the dining room, the living room, the bedroom, everywhere in the basement, yo. So you gotta have a pair of sunglasses ready, yo, for Slayer mode, yo.
that is bananas, bro.
That's bananas, yo. Yo, that yo,
Oh yeah, yo. You can't. No, niggas know they know Wesley, yo. You
Yo,
know Wesley, yo.
oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That nigga,
I couldn't pick that nigga out of a lineup, but I know his name.
Yo.
man, that nigga's a pure fool, yo.
What
Pause, yo. I'm
type
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the last time, yo, I ever watched one of your flicks, yo. And this is super pause. It's a super pause, yo. Sorry, it's porn. You know what I mean? Why this nigga had the two broads, right, yo? He had the two broads, yo. This nigga holler, eat the dick dog, eat the dick dog.
yo, you funny as
Yo,
shit.
the nigga cracked his balls, yo. yo, shit like this, yo, and told the bitches to eat the dick, dog, yo.
Yeah.
Pause, yo. Yo, that's it, yo. All right, we gotta get out this shit,
Yeah,
yo.
we
Fuck
gotta
it.
Yeah,
get
we
out.
do. Yeah,
Right?
we do.
We got we gotta get out this shit, yo.
We gotta get out there because you went back in your fucking bag, boy.
Yo, this is my
Let's
younger years, yo.
let's
This my younger
let's
more.
jump to
This is
that.
my young. This is my younger, more energetic years, yo. But for real quick, yo, I gotta go over this, yo.
Yeah, we
Ari
got
Lennox.
to. We have to.
Ari Lennox pissed me off, yo. She pissed me off, yo. Like, the reason she pissed me off, yo, because I don't like using woke the same way the white people on the internet be using woke, yo.
Yo, I hate it.
But that shit was overly woke. That shit she did today about Martin and Pam, yo. She talking about she don't like the way Martin used to talk to Pam, yo. It made her feel like as a dark skinned girl, it made her feel a certain type of way and all this other stuff, yo. Martin got on everybody on that motherfucking show, including
Everybody was a victim, bro. Everybody was a
including his lollipop head girlfriend.
What
And
I can
nobody
say,
got back at him better than Pam.
what
and
I
that's what
can
I'm
say
saying.
is, um, wholeheartedly, somebody I played Martin trivia, so I watched Martin a lot, right?
Right.
Um, he never actually called Pam ugly, never.
Never. He just talked
Like
about her BD beads, yo.
Yo,
He
he
talked
that's
about
talked
her.
it.
about her breath, her BDBs.
He
That's
never
really
talked
it.
about how she looked, bro.
Like never,
Shorty
like
got a
not
problem
one
that
time
Pam
did he
wasn't the
ever
main
call her
girl.
ugly.
And
Shorty.
the first time that he ever said anything about her looks was remember when she played her sister and all that shit, and he was on that he was fucked up too, and he said she looked good. That was it. Ever outside of that, yo, it was all about the hair. The Colin made her look like a horse, shit like that. But it wasn't nothing.
Ari Lennox will not say that she wished the dark skinned girl was the main character girlfriend on there, and she didn't like the fact that Gina was the main girl.
That's all it
And
is,
that's
yo.
really what it is.
And let's go back to the setup for Martin, yo. Every man on the show would call Pam fine. Even
Shit,
Martin,
yeah.
even Martin characters called Pam fine. When Martin was in character of
Yeah,
another
when
character,
Martin
he
was,
called Pam
yeah,
fine. You
yeah, when
understand what I'm saying?
played fucking Jerome, he was
Jerome, the
at
little
the fucking
kid.
my girl just said in the background that
Yeah,
nigga had a
yeah,
dream about Martin, yo.
about Pam.
Martin
Yeah,
had
Yeah,
a dream
he had
about
a dream
Pam. You
about
feel me?
Pam, yo.
Oh,
y'all
bro.
know the one that was most on Pam, one of Martin characters, Mister Don't You Know No Good.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. You talking about
The
One of them.
mechanic, he
the
was
singer
on
mechanic,
Pam
yo.
Hills.
I just feel like right now she didn't know what to do with her career right now, and she just needed to say some shock factor shit, bro. Because being a DC woman and
She
Martin
did.
being a DC nigga, yo, you tripping, bro.
She from DC.
And yo, I don't know nobody who don't call Ari Lennox fine, yo. I don't know what she go through or them because she bad, yo. Like yo, Ari Lennox
What
is
type of mental
bad.
shit she went through recently because when I seen it, I bypassed it the first time because I'm like, this can't be real. And then I went back to it. I'm like, oh, this is her talking for real. This like no bullshit. Like there's no AI. This her talking on some real shit. And I'm like, what? How did that affect you all these years? But then in the same breath, say that Martin is still one of your favorite shows.
Yo,
How is
she watching it through a weird lens, yo. If she don't see what goes on that show, yo, I'm sorry. That's a
yo
weird ass lens she watching that show on through, yo.
Martin? She talked. So I'm like, if that's the case, every time Martin cracked the joke on Pam, Pam came back on him. So what if every nigga?
What's up?
So that mean all the short niggas that watch that shit should be mad at Pam too, right?
Exactly.
All the short niggas that watch that shit fulfill like, yo, I hate how Pam used to talk to Martin, and I just felt like this all my life.
And then if you really know the show from beginning to end, it was Pam that started with the animosity against Martin because because Gina was messing with him, and she didn't
Yep,
feel like he was good enough for Gina, yo.
yep. She
That
didn't feel
that was
like,
that
yep,
was the very basis of Martin's animosity against Payne.
yep. Remember when they first started? She was like, he all short, like calling. Martin didn't even know Pam yet. She was like, he's short. He looked like he broke. She was tearing his ass up, bro.
Right, yo. Cause let me think. Did Martin even have the "What's Up" job when the show first started? Did
Nah,
he
he
have
had
it?
a what's up job then.
Right, he was looking. He was on his first come up, right?
Yep, he was on his first come up. He didn't start the what's up job until like what second season?
It might have been like
No, he had the radio job the first
No, it
episode.
when he ain't had a what's up job though. The what's up job thing with with
With Stan, I
with
thought he worked at
Stanley.
WDUP from the first episode.
Man,
Hell no.
I could be wrong, but I don't know. I could have. I might
Who?
be thinking about when Martin
Because
stopped working for What's Up, and he was
remember
trying
he
to.
was on a regular talk station at first, and then he went to that country shit, and then he went to Stan. He met Stan.
No, you got it backwards, bro.
No, no, no. He went to Stan.
He
He
went
went
to
to the
Stan
country shit,
first.
and then he
So he
came
was
to.
at WDUP. Then Stan
Uh
got
huh.
in trouble with the IRS and he had to sell it. So then he tried to work with the country nigga. That shit
Yeah,
didn't work. Then he went on his little sabbatical and became Brother Martin. And then he came back. And then that's when he got the fucking the TV show gig.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're
yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. I thought he. I didn't think he had. Okay, yep. Okay,
And he was working at the radio station for
yep. He
the
was working at
whole
the radio
first
station
like
when
two,
shit
three
came on.
seasons.
Yep, yep, yep. Because you know what? Well, remember, you right. He was sitting there. He used to sit there on a chair when it first came on, and then it'll
Yeah,
go here in the radio
yeah.
station.
They
You
used to
right.
do
You
like
right.
a
You right, cuz.
preview of the episode or whatever.
Yep, yep. You right, cuz. You right. You right. You right. Know what made
Yeah,
me think it wasn't? I think after that first season, when they took him out of that, the studio had changed. And I
yeah.
was
No,
thinking
I
about
get what
you
you're saying.
right, you right,
It
you
made it a
right.
little bigger.
It was more so it was the talk of it was a little bit different than what it was when the shit started booming.
Yeah, because I remember Sean being in like the first two, three seasons real heavy, and then
Yup.
they
The
cut him
white
out the
boy.
show.
Yup, they got I don't know why they got Sean was funny as shit though.
Yeah,
To be
that
Yeah,
like
he
white boy
was.
used to have me cracking the fuck up.
his
But and I
role was
used to
funny
like
as
it
hell.
too because every sitcom for the most part that's not black, you always got the token black person for real.
Yup.
And Sean was the token white person
The
on
token white
Martin
person.
for
Yeah.
real. Like and I used to just always like that for real. Cause even like Fresh Prince didn't necessarily have a token white person.
Yeah, yeah, no.
You
Yeah,
know,
cause
the Kellogg nigga that was on Will Team or whatever, but he wasn't in that many episodes.
oh yeah, that's the one that when he first turned his jacket around, he had the white
Yeah,
boy
he was like,
power
that's
on
the
this shit.
joke.
Yeah.
Like but they ain't have him in hella episodes. He would just pop up every now and then for real. But yeah, I used to always like that about Martin. Um, real quick before we move on, top five black sitcoms.
Mm.
Shit. Top five black sitcoms.
Black sitcoms. All right, go. You go. You yeah. You brought that shit up, Cram. You go first, yeah.
All right, no specific order, but this my top five: Martin, Fresh Prince, Living Single. Um, Living Single. I'm not a huge fan, but the Cosby Show and my fifth one. That's tough. I think I'm gonna go something that probably wouldn't make a lot of people top five, but I really enjoyed it. In the House.
I
In
ain't
the
mad. I ain't mad at you.
in the house is the
LL.
LL Cool J shit. All right.
Yeah, that shit is criminally underrated, bro.
It is. I agree. And Kim Wayne's funny as shit. Um,
Hilarious in that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
yeah,
She
Kim
was
Wayne's
so
funny as shit.
funny. She was so funny in that shit that they brought her in for a one episode cameo. And she was so funny that she ended up a series regular.
Right. I like Keith List. I like Keith List.
Yeah, Keith was
Um, Keith said Wayans Brothers, Martin, Good Times, Sanford and Son, a different world. I
Okay.
got three of those: Martin, Good Times, Sanford and Son, Different World, Cosby Show. That's mine.
all right, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
So my top five, no order, black black comp like black just black sitcoms, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Martin. I'm gonna go Wayans Brothers because that shit I could watch that shit today and still be dying laughing. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
man, well,
What's happening was funny too, yo.
so I was so you fucked me up because I got what's happening and 227
Ooh, 227 was
I
well,
ain't
that shit
mad
was
at that.
good. That shit
227 was my
was
and
good.
shit growing up, nigga.
yeah
Yeah,
two two
227 was
Like,
good,
yeah
yo.
and then my fifth one it's a split between the Cosby's
Uh huh.
and Sanford and Son.
Okay. Okay.
Like like if I can have a 5A and a 5B, it'll be the Cosby's and Sanford and Son. And
Right.
that's no
mm,
order. Well, I can't even say a 5A, 5B because the Cosby's sit higher on the list than that for me. But
right, right.
yeah.
I to me, living single, if I had to put them in order, probably would be
Oh
my favorite
shit.
sitcom ever. Living
Yo, you
single
said
probably would
shit
be my
earlier
favorite
too, didn't
sitcom
you?
ever.
Yo, I gotta take something back, yo.
What's that?
Crab just fucked me up, yo, because I heard him say it earlier, but I was trying to correct my shit in my head. But living single was that, bro.
It was. It was. It was. Living single was
You know, I keep my five. I keep my five.
living single was did for single the image of single black people what the Cosby Show did for the black family and shit. If
Yeah.
that makes any sense, you
Not
know what I
only
mean?
that, not only that, they didn't have like
Yeah,
uh
Martin, Martin of course, white Martin, of course.
even though Regina was like a freak of like she was single, so she got to do whatever she wanted.
She
You feel what I'm
dated
saying?
a lot of niggas. She
She
wasn't
dated a
really
lot,
freaking
but
off
it was
though.
no,
You talking
but
about
that's
You talking about regime?
yeah, but no, listen to what I'm saying. Like, but it was classy. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like how, but all of them was successful. So I take away
Yeah,
the stupid shit. It was good to me because all these black women were successful,
Mm-hmm.
and the black men on there. You know
and
what
the
I mean?
black, not
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it was focused around them. If like the black men were just like a beautiful add on, and then when the black men came in, none of them were no. They were all successful, bro. Like, you know what I
Definitely.
mean? They all
Yeah,
none
it's
of them
dope.
had no bullshit on their plate. That was a complete beautiful
Right.
subject to
Like a lot of people sleep on Overton,
our
but he low
adult
key had a
years.
thriving fucking handyman business. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I said the black men was successful too. One of them was a
yeah,
lawyer, and the other one was a
well, no,
successful
no.
blue
Max
collar
was a
nigga.
lawyer.
yeah.
Kyle was
My man
he was
Kyle,
a
I just seen a nigga
stockbroker.
drive. Well, I just seen a nigga drive down the
Kyle was
street
a
look
stockbroker.
like Kyle Walker the other day.
What'd you say Kyle was, y'all?
He was a stockbroker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. You're right. And back to
Max was the
regime,
lawyer.
Max was the lawyer. You're right.
yeah. Max is
But
lawyer.
back to regime. Regime was dating with a purpose, also. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
right, right.
Like she was dating to
100.
find a husband. No, I mean she was dating to find a husband though. She wasn't just out
Yeah,
here
Nigga, the
like
yo.
you know what I mean, just
all
willy
crazy.
nilly. Like she was trying to find a husband for real. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, Kevin,
Now
Keith
that's a
said,
fact because she
"Amen,
met a
bro.
couple niggas who
Amen was
wanted
the shit."
Yeah,
Amen.
Amen. Amen was
Yeah,
good too.
Hey,
that's
yo,
too
you know
old for
what, yo?
me, but I do remember her being good.
Oh, you. Hey, yo,
It's too,
because the security guard on Wayne's Brothers was the daughter on Amen. But yo,
man,
niggas
D
need to
on
do
the
a list
Wayans
like that, bro.
brothers. I used to want to take a big chocolate ass down.
Yeah, yo, on God, like you, yo, you got to do a list like this, yo. A top 20 or top. There's a lot of black sitcoms that people don't really respect, like really talk about anymore. But it
Right.
was a lot at one point in time, yo, that
Definitely.
we can get a top 20 list out of, bro.
Yeah, and
Easy.
I saw a
Oh yeah, and my
it was
wife
a
and kids, bro.
hell yeah,
My
yo. That shit
wife
was
and
fire too,
kids,
yo.
all of us. Ain't nobody mentioned Bernie Mac.
Oh, you know what used
Everybody
to be my
hates
oh
Chris.
Bernie Mac was my shit. You know
Everybody hate Chris, yo. Oh my
oh yeah,
goodness, yo. That shit
everybody
was
hate
fire.
Like,
Chris.
hey,
Know what used to be my
it's
shit?
hella shit
Give me
niggas
a
ain't
break.
mentioned, bro.
Give me a break used to be my shit, yo, with Nell Carter, bro.
Yeah. And that really wasn't even a black sitcom. That shit
It
was like
was
it had more white people on it.
but
Yo,
she was the focus. You
Oh no,
know
no,
what?
no. Let me take it back.
I
Let me take
got
it back.
I
Give
got
me a
one for
break
niggas.
was let me take that back. Give me a break was pretty much a
Yeah,
black
because yeah,
sitcom.
no, it was. She had a bunch of
It was a show that now came on before that when
oh
she
yeah,
was
when she was the maid and shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
I got one for niggas. I got one for niggas that ain't nobody bring up yet.
what's that?
Rock.
The Rock was the shit, yo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rock. And you got the newer ones. What's the joint with Cedric the Entertainer? You got
Oh
that
yeah,
Oh,
joint.
the
Dragon,
neighborhood.
Bro,
That shit is one of my favorites, nigga.
neighborhood,
I ain't. It's
You got the
crazy. I'm mad
neighborhood.
I ain't even bring that up, yo.
You got
Blackish,
That's
brownish
neighborhood
legit one of my
neighborhood.
favorite
and
sitcoms, yo.
the most slept on sitcom that ain't get its full run. Motherfucking Carmichael's, yo. I
Yeah, the
hate
Carmichaels
Ah
was
I
good,
hate
man,
bro.
I hate
yo,
how
I hate
Gerard turned
Gerard
out, yo.
Carmichael for ruining that, yo.
I hate the
Yeah,
way it came
on
out, but
God.
that show was fire, yo.
It was what is it?
Motherfucking
3, 4 seasons of gas,
it's
nigga.
yo.
You know what's else good though, but no one giving no
The
shout no
current
love
they
right
might
now.
that might hold up, yo. But the fucking what's my man from Living Color that played the father, yo?
Shit, I can't think of his name, but I know who you talking about. Bald head, bro.
Yo,
David
him,
Allen Greer.
and David Allen Greer, and Loretta Devine, yo. They might be the funniest father and mother couple, at least the most underrated father and mother couple, yo. Because
Oh yo,
They was
who
hilarious.
was it? My
It was
bad.
David
it was
Allen
Loretta.
Greer and Loretta Devine. They was
Oh
funny
yeah,
as a
Loretta
motherfucker.
Devine, yeah.
But Bruce,
Yo, the
you brought him
Upshaw's
up.
good too.
Cedric the Entertainer and fucking
Yeah.
Not Tisha Campbell, Tashina Arnold might be the funniest husband wife duo ever.
All right, so I got to get into the show because I had to admit that that I haven't
No,
gotten
no,
there yet.
that's
They
Crab
fucking
ain't lying, yo.
hilarious.
That's a good fucking show, yo.
They
Well,
Also,
fucking
just yo,
hilarious, yo.
Tashina Arnold as a wife, yo, because
yeah.
they was hilarious on every her what's her name
Yeah,
Julius
her and
was
Terry Crews
hilarious
was
on
great on
Everybody Hates
Everybody
Chris,
Hate.
yo.
You know what's
Yeah,
so
no,
crazy,
Tashina
yo?
Arnold. Now that we talking about it,
No
she
power ain't no
might be
sitcom,
the
yo.
greatest. She might be the greatest female sitcom
Mother.
uh
No,
actor, mother, whatever. Because I
actress,
wouldn't, because
yeah.
you gotta include
Oh
Pam
yeah,
too. So I'm gonna
Tashina
say the
Arnold,
greatest
hands
female
down,
sitcom
should be
actor ever.
Tashina
Yo,
Arnold, hands down, should get more credit than she do, bro.
What
Hands
yeah.
down,
about
Tashina
Tisha
Arnold.
Campbell though? Because
But
she
yo,
was goaded in every in my wife and kids too.
yeah, and my
She
wife,
was goaded on there, and if you really watch it,
and she goaded right now on the
she
Upshaws.
was Gina after
She
she
played on the
divorced Martin on
Upshaws.
that show, yo.
She play on the Upshaws.
Tisha Campbell don't play on the Upshaws.
No, not Tisha Can. That's what's her
That's
name?
Regina. Regina played
Yeah,
the bitch who
uh,
played Regina played mother on the Upshaws.
what's the one? What's the other one she played as a mother, yo?
I'm trying to
Tashina,
think what else Tisha Campbell played.
Tisha
Tisha
Campbell.
Campbell
Yo,
played.
but yo,
One hates
go
her.
back,
That's
go back
on
and
it.
watch My Wife and Kids, yo, and you're going to see that that's Gina after she divorced Martin on that bitch, yo. She
Yeah,
act just like Martin on that bitch, yo.
that my wife and kids is good. She played. She was a good fucking. She played good on that shit. But both of them just coming from Martin, they
Yeah, no, he did.
elevated other fields in their roles. You know what I'm saying?
Like
And
neither
they
one of them
should
really
be
tried to
totally
be
not
movie
talked about.
stars and nothing like that. They really found their role and they like, all right, we gonna body every fucking role we get on TV.
Uh-huh. Hey Keith, yo. Tasha not even the worst mother in the Power universe, yo. Um, Florida
And
Evans.
for that was the worst TV mom.
Florida Evans
Florida
is the
Evans
worst
is the
sitcom
worst
mother,
TV
yo.
mother
Hey
in
yo, but you
history.
know
I
what's
don't
so
know who
crazy?
said
Yo,
that,
we
but I
never
agree.
we no one brings
She
up
the worst sitcom mom, yo.
no
Florida's the
one
worst
brings up
sitcom
good
mom.
Who
times though,
brought it
yo.
up? But
We
I
gotta bring
agree.
up good times. Good times is had some good shit in it too back in the day.
Most
Only thing
definitely.
you
But
know,
Florida was the worst, yo.
Florida was definitely the worst part. But you know the fucked up thing about good times, yo?
What's that?
They never had fucking good times, bro. Like, and it's
That's why I hated the show.
yo,
That's why I hated it.
yo, how
I'm
the
growing
fuck
up like the show
yo,
called Good Times. Why they ain't never experiencing nothing?
yo, your daughter get Mario, the football player that could get them out the hood, bro. Yo, break his leg. Now I ain't living in the projects with him. Your son, your
Yo, that
son,
was the
great.
worst shit ever, yo.
Yo, your
That's
son
the
trying to
worst
get out
shit
the
ever.
hood with his painting. He get fucking bamboozled, and now yeah, I mean, he can't even paint no more underneath of his name. Then you fucking, yo, then your husband go all the way to what Texas or something get y'all out
Florida.
the hood.
Alaska, yo. He went to
Florida.
Alaska. He went
Oh,
to
I
what,
thought
Alaska
he
to
Alaska?
work
came with
on.
to Alaska. We was
He
all
went to
fucked up.
Alaska.
Yeah,
He
and
went
then
to Alaska to work on
and
the
then,
pipeline, yo. That
yeah,
used to
and
be
then
the shit
two
back
weeks
in the day.
later, the nigga die. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah,
then
that used to be the
then
shit back in the day, yo. It used to be a whole lot of money to go work on the Alaskan pipeline,
yeah,
the oil
yo.
shit.
I
Then
just
we
will
forget
say
that
this about
Mike
Drizzy.
Mike even had a chance to get them out the hood and couldn't. I was like,
He
yo,
was a fucking genius. Like,
Jake couldn't get them out the hood. And it's so
listen,
fucked up because it's normal, yo. Like shit, it's
I get
crazy
all that, right?
that you
Just
it's
think about how
normal.
many blessings she blocked for them just for the
Yes.
end of the fucking show for her to move to Arizona with a fucking man.
Yup. Yup.
Like,
Yup.
she
Yep.
blocked so many
She
blessings
moved
for
to
them.
Arizona after her husband dies. She got that epic scene. Damn, damn, damn. And then she moved with another nigga, bro. You
Like,
know what's so
she
crazy
is
though?
the most diabolical mother in TV history.
What was the next
Only
door
one
neighbor
who
name?
come close is
Malona
what's her
It's
name?
was a
Frank. It's
boss, but
Franklin
broke.
mother, yo. It's Franklin mother,
Yeah,
like
I was
Keith
about to
said,
say
yo.
what's her name? Cece.
Yo, Valona was a boss, but she also was broke, yo. She owned a boutique, yo. She walking that bitch in the projects with a
Say
fur
Valona was
on.
broke. She just had with them that much to give them no money.
But she ain't fuck with herself to get out the hood.
That's true,
It was
but she
like
had enough money to take in
that.
the fucking stray. She had
Yeah,
enough
she
money to
paid
take in
enough
the
money
stray
to
like
take
it
in
was
the
nothing.
stray and all that shit. Yo, it's
Like it
so
was nothing
crazy,
though.
bro.
Like she
We got
took
yeah,
Penny
like
in
it was
like it was
nothing.
nothing. And I can say
Fed
a lot
Penny,
of things
Penny ate
about Good
good. Penny
Times
had
about
good
how I
clothes
don't like
on.
it. I can say how I don't like Good Times and all that shit. But that scene with Janet Jackson getting burnt by that iron is seared
Oh
in
yeah,
my
by the
head for the
iron.
rest of my life.
Yeah, that
Like
shit
That's
was wicked.
that shit is seared in my head for the
remember
rest of
she
my
walked
life,
in that
yo.
bitch with the fur on too, looking like Valona. She was like, "Hey JJ."
Cold. She was cold. I ain't even gonna hold you. She was cold when she walked in.
See how that fucking fur on? Hey JJ. Hey big boy.
Hmm.
Let's say yo. Hell no. But that shit was cold though, yo.
She was cold when she walked in, yo. She was fucking cold. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
She
she was.
came
I remember
back
she
for
was
everything
Willis. I
she
remember
thought
she
she
was
was
Willis.
old.
I remember she was Willis' girlfriend on
You talking
on
about wisdom?
Oh yeah, what you?
Strong.
on different strokes. She was Willis' girlfriend on there. She was
That's
bad
probably
on
the
there. I remember
first
that.
sitcom that I can remember myself watching and enjoying.
What?
What? Different
Different
strokes.
strokes. All
Different
right.
Yeah, that
strokes.
was.
Different strokes was crazy, right? But you know what's so crazy about different strokes? When I found out that um they based different the Netflix joint that had the girl on that shit and they had the butler. That was supposed to be like a Nickelodeon's version of different strokes. I said, hell no.
What's the name?
If we talking Nickelodeon sitcoms,
I ain't
Yeah.
cousin
never. I don't know
Skeeter
nothing about them.
niggas,
I'm not
cousin
familiar.
Skeeters niggas,
Oh yeah, see, I didn't watch too many of them, yo.
cousin.
Yo,
Yo,
you know
oh,
what we forgot too, yo? Family Matters.
I
Not
hated
my cup
Family
of tea.
Matters.
But
Family
I'm just saying
Matters
though, like
is
you
bottom
can't
tier.
take it out of that.
It
We
was
can
big
rate
time.
them shits, but you can't take it out of like
You
Yeah,
the
I mean,
can, it was a
it's just at the
always.
bottom of me. It's just at the bottom of
Yeah,
me,
I
yo.
want to say
yeah, is it
Family Matters is
Moesha?
bottom tier.
Moesha, you know what I'm saying?
Moesha
Oh
is
yeah,
is the
that's what I
highest.
wanted. That's what I wanted to say,
And
yo.
we talk about before you
CW
know
CW
before
was
CW
you move
legend
up,
slash UPN before they went to
before they went
they
to
had a
all of the
run.
white
MTV.
shows. They had all black sitcoms on there. And all of
Yeah,
them
They
was
had a run.
gas.
They had a run.
yeah,
Speaking
because that
of
was the same shit that
we talked
what you was
about
talking about, Craig, with the fucking with LL Cool J on that bitch. He was on that
yeah,
shit
in the
too.
house. So
Yeah,
we talked about underrated sitcoms, right? And
yeah,
bro just passed away. Malcolm and Eddie was my shit.
yeah. Malcolm and Eddie was. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. If they would have kept that sitcom going, it would be talked about. Cause
They was
both of them,
beefing too hard though.
yeah,
At the time they didn't like each other. They was
right,
two
yeah,
different totally type of people. Eddie Griffin was this wild nigga, and Malcolm Jawad Warner came from the Bill Cosby school, so he was all structured and shit like that. So
yeah.
they used to butt heads.
You see what he just
But
said about him though, yo? He wish
yeah,
he'd
they
have.
still brothers and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
he
which
wish he'd
is
have
what it's
listened
all
to him.
about for real.
We could have
Like,
got big money together, shit like that. That's crazy.
yeah, like we can have
Yo,
our
what happened? What
disagreements. We can
happened on the
not like
smart
each
guy?
other, huh?
The smart guy. Oh, I forgot about that shit. The
What
smart
happened on the
Smart
guy.
smart
guy,
guy, Mark?
sister,
Oh yeah,
huh?
sister.
No, Mark said the smart guy shit was fucked up. I was saying what happened on the smart guy.
Keenan and Kel
Oh, I don't
too.
know. Yeah,
Y'all fuck with Keenan and Kel.
Keaton and Kel, but see, that's what I'm saying. You know, yeah, that's a Nickelodeon joint.
Not
Keaton and Kel,
yeah.
cousin Skeeter
I
was
think
where
I
I
think
fell in love with
I think
Megan
some of
Good
them
at, yo.
shows came out. I think I'm a little bit older, so some of them Nickelodeon shows was at their peak
At that peak of the
when I
time.
really yeah I really wasn't I wasn't on it at the time. You know what I mean?
Would y'all put girlfriends in that list of black
Yeah, it's a
sitcoms?
sitcom.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
sitcom. Girlfriends to
definitely.
me was always too heavy for me to laugh at
So
on a
fuck with it.
regular. So like I
Girlfriends is
couldn't
the
get
black
into
version of
it.
Friends.
No,
I
no,
you know the shit
girlfriends
I
was the black version. Hold up, Crib. The girlfriends was the black version of Sex in the City.
Yeah, true.
Living single. Let me take that back.
like
Friends was the white version of Living Single.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you corrected that
Yeah.
because
Yeah. You right.
Living
You
Single
right.
came first and Friends stole a whole template. They
But
actually
girlfriends
had
was the black version of Sex in the
they
City.
they actually had a interview with David Schwimmer. He played
Uh,
Ross on Friends, and Max. I can't remember what our real name is. Something Alexander, Erica Alexander. They had an interview with them too, where he pretty much admit that they were stealing ideas from fucking Friends. I mean, for Friends from Living Single.
I
You
definitely.
believe it.
know, and I mean, because it's literally to a
Some
T,
sinner
other
shit.
than the fact that they gender swapped St. Clair for Ross. I mean, not for Ross, for Joey. Claire,
Okay.
that's Joey.
Yeah, because
Right,
they
right, right,
both
right.
had that
Bubble
same
headed,
fucking bubble headed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absent minded, whatever, whatever. But they funny and they loyal and all that other good
Sinclair
shit.
Sinclair was dead ass retarded. I take that back. Sinclair
But
was dead
so
ass
was
like
Joey,
bubble
like,
shit.
cause I
Yeah,
like
Joey
Friends
was
too.
shit.
Like, I ain't even ready to sit here and act like one of those, black is king motherfuckers that didn't
Oh
watch
yeah,
Friends.
Friends
I
was
watch
funny as
Friends
shit.
too.
I watched Friends.
I watch Friends. I watch Frasier. I watch Seinfeld.
Yes. Now
One of the
Seinfeld,
greatest sitcoms that niggas
crazy.
probably, I know y'all probably ain't never watched, is How I Met Your Mother.
No, I haven't.
I watch some of that. But hold up, let's stay
I
black.
watched How Much
Let's
Your
stay
Mother.
black.
I haven't.
Let's stay black. Let's not forget hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Coop was the shit. Steve Harvey get all the slack. That was my shit.
Steve Harvey, great that show, yo.
That
He
shit was
he
fire.
great that it made the Steve Harvey show, yo.
What
What
um
they say, it ain't about who do it first, it's
this
about who do it best.
yeah,
That's
that
a
no,
true
that's
statement.
crazy
No,
because
it's about who do it last.
I feel like this
It's
great
about
show
who
my
do it
age and
best.
shit a little bit. Y'all remember? Do y'all any? I don't know. Maybe Bruce remember. Like fucking when
The
Grady had
Game,
his
not a
own show.
sitcom. Wayne Brady.
The Grady when Grady left because you know
Oh,
that the Sanford and son was supposed to be in the Watts and he left the Watts and finally lived with his daughter. You remember that shit?
oh
No,
no,
I
I
don't
never
remember
seen
that.
No,
that.
that shit only last one episode because this was after Fred had died and shit. So they
Okay.
try to keep like
Keep the
that
vibe
going.
going.
Yeah,
Right.
but it was trash. Cause
Yeah,
Grady
nah.
was funny, but he wasn't funny at the same time. So like I don't even know why they thought that they should put
Yeah, he was funny as Fred best
yeah,
friend.
Fred, yeah.
But
Damn,
that's
I
they
forgot
do that
about
with a
Hanging
lot of
with Mr.
shows.
Cooper.
Yeah, white
Plenty of
somebody else
people
mentioned
get
the
spin
game,
offs.
yo. Do we really consider the game a sitcom?
The Game?
No,
Because
because there
Malik
wasn't
Malik
much funny
Malik
shit
was
that went
funny,
on
yo.
in it.
Oh, you
The
talking about the
game was
football shit?
more.
The
The
football shit?
game was more. Um, it's kind of
I
like
don't know,
Girlfriends to
yo.
me. I mean, I guess you can consider it a sitcom in a sense.
Yeah, it's on the edge, but it's still a sitcom. Because between Malik and Jason, yo, them niggas was
They was
funny as
funny.
shit.
I get it,
But I
but
thought it was like a drama, yo.
Matter of fact,
it was
all the
more of a
football niggas
drama
was
to
funny,
me.
yo.
Like, huh?
All the
What you
football
say?
niggas was funny, yo.
I
I
thought it was
think it
like a
was more of a
drama though,
drama to
yo.
me. Like,
Let's say it's a
you
dramedy,
know,
because it's a
A
dramedy.
dramedy. I
It's
will
a
give you
dramedy.
that.
I wouldn't call it a
What
straight up
about Benson,
sitcom for
yo?
real.
That's a little too old.
You
Benson.
say Benson, that shit ain't no black sitcom, yo. Yo was the fucking butler, and everybody else
Yeah,
is
he
white.
was the that shit was
So what was
unfortunately
Benson about?
back
It
in
was
that
about him
time,
being a
that's what they
butler.
called
It was about him being a butler, and
yeah,
he was
forced
basically
around him.
Jeffrey. He was basically Jeffrey with a American accent, and it was about him basically blending in. He became part of the
I'm trying to put
family.
my mute on.
He became part of the family, and he used to horse them a little bit. You know what I mean? So he was basically like the black. He was like the male.
Yeah,
He was kind of like the male Florence, yo.
yep.
And that's one thing we did we mention the motherfucking Jeffersons? Nobody mentioned the
No,
Jeffersons,
we did
yo.
not mention the Jeffersons.
We ain't
Damn.
mentioned the Jeffersons,
And
yo.
you see they bringing that shit back? Oh,
No, all that's lies. They they try to say Eddie Murphy and they try to say Eddie Murphy and Childish Gambino gonna be Sanford and Son, and then they try to say
I
they
did see
bringing
that.
they try to say they bringing
I,
the Jeffersons back, but
I seen it was like
both posters is like I made them with my phone. That they
uh
not real.
I thought that was because I seen it with it was what's his name Cedric
Hey,
Entertainer and Regina King.
yeah, no, that's fake.
So
Keith, Fresh Prince was mentioned from the beginning. That's Craig's favorite joint, yo.
yeah, he fucked with the Fresh Prince. Fresh
That's
Prince
Craig.
is that shit though. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's
Yo,
Craig's. That's
y'all
Craig's
know,
Cosby
y'all
show.
know, when J. Cole be like, first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Yeah,
For real,
you feel that shit.
for real. That was the only father I ever knew growing up. Fuck y'all talking about.
Yeah.
He was
Phil,
my
Hey,
Bill
well,
Cosby.
Phil. Yeah, I was about to say
He was my
Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
You know what I mean?
yeah. I get. No, that I take that definitely. Dr. Phil definitely was
Uncle
the
Phil was
Bill
such a real
Cosby
nigga,
version.
yo.
Yeah, that era.
Like,
Yeah,
and I
man.
thought it was so dope how they used to butt heads in the beginning. Um, but then they found like they common ground their foot, and he found out Uncle Phil wasn't as fucking bougie as he was, and he taught Will little shit about getting himself out the hood for real. That shit was just dope,
Yeah,
bro.
that was some real
And
Like,
shit.
and
and
on the
when
on
Will
the new
Smith,
Bel Air joint, Will and Uncle Phil locked in way too fast on that joint, yo.
Yeah,
yeah,
They
I
locked
ain't
in
like
way
it.
too fast.
I ain't like it. They was supposed to be
they
beefing
locked
for
they
at
locked
least two
them, man.
seasons.
Yeah, they locked
They
them,
was
man.
supposed to
Fast,
be beefing
man.
for at least 2 seasons, yo.
Yeah, yeah, they did
Like
lock in. Hey, yo, what
when
about
when when
Webster,
Will
yo?
Smith asked Uncle
Webster not a
Phil,
black
"Why they don't
sitcom.
want me?" That shit
It's
hurt my heart.
categorized as a black sitcom.
No, Webster was the only black character, and when his father came and left him again, that he was the only black character, and
His,
that's
his father
that's
left him again has made
that's
it a
what's
black
crazy,
sitcom.
yo. Ben Vereen left Webster and he left Will, yo.
Yup. Ben Vereen definitely he left Webster and Will. He's a dirty motherfucker. You're the worst
Oh,
father
they
in the
shit.
world.
Worst TV
And
father
he was
ever.
worse on Webster,
Nah,
yo,
I like
nah.
cause
You know what we was
Ben
talking?
Vereen.
We had mentioned it earlier, right? We
Love
cause
mentioned
he
it
got
the
earlier,
it
right?
was worse on Webster, yo, cause he
Y'all
got
gotta hear
Webster
me out.
gassed up, yo.
Go ahead,
He
yo.
had Will gassed up too. He had Will Ray leave Bel Air.
Oh, all right, cause man, Webster and Ben Vereen, they did a little show
Yeah, they
together and
did the
everything, yo.
dance and shit. Yeah.
That man had Will Ray leave Bel Air for real. But I'm gonna bring up something real quick before I forget it. We talked about worst mothers in sitcom history, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who is the worst father in sitcom history? And I'm gonna tell y'all why. It's Frank from Moesha.
Frank from Moesha. Oh, now you gotta
Frank
tell me
from
why.
Moesha is the worst TV father ever.
Is he worst TV father or worst
So
black sitcom father?
worst black sitcom father. He might qualify for worst TV father overall. You feel
What's your
me?
reasoning?
But all right, so hear me out. Moesha was this troubled child. She liked rebelling, whatever. He was never around. He was always worried about work, whatever, whatever. Right. So Moesha used to get
Right?
into a lot of shit. Moesha is also
Freak
one of the
off and
worst
relax.
starring characters in sitcom history. But the shit that makes him a horrible person or a horrible father is not the many, many times that he failed Moesha throughout the show. It is the fact that Dorian Ray J was on the show. He was on the show for 2 seasons as his nephew, right?
Right.
And he try and teach Dorian, and Dorian like, I ain't never had a father. I ain't never had nobody to teach me. Come to find out, Frank is Dorian's father, and he gave him up to his
Oh
sister.
shit. I ain't know that.
Yeah, he gave Dorian to his sister, and he let her raise him. But then he turned around and gets married, and well, before that, he gave Dorian away, but he kept Moesha. Then he
Dang.
turned around and got married and fucking have Miles, and he raised Miles. Then for 2 years, he's sitting Dorian's face and he let him think he's some outsider and this, that, and the third, all this good shit. He chastising the fuck out this man. Like any bad move he make, he shitting on him for real. I should send you back home. All this other shit. Then you come to find out that that is that man's son, and he been
Yeah,
hiding
that's
him this
wild.
whole time.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That's
And
wild,
that
boy.
nigga was
Boy.
his father and shit.
I
Yeah, that's wild. What he had to buy a crackhead or something?
no.
Nah, he ain't
Uh,
ever been a crackhead.
he didn't have about. She was a legit. Dorian knew his mother. Like she was cool as shit.
Oh shit.
Like he I think he had just I don't know what happened, how they explained it. I can't remember. It's been a while. But I know he just didn't want him for real. He thought it wasn't a good time. And then like 5 years later he turned around and get married and have another son and he raised him, but then he say fuck Dorian for real.
Yeah,
And
that's
if Yo
wild boy
wasn't ready to
behavior
go
right
to
there.
jail, they wouldn't have never even took him in.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You know what, yo? I don't even have to hear the boy, yo. He the worst father ever, yo. Because I forgot all
I
about
don't know
that
too
shit.
many TV fathers worse than that, yo.
Yo, he
No,
was.
they said the dude Frank from Shameless is the worst TV father. But we talk about black sitcom fathers. That's why I wanted to make sure we
Oh,
specify.
oh, you know what? You right.
Yeah,
The
I
Frank
mean,
from
but
Shameless ain't shit.
yeah, that's why. But see,
That nigga was going coke
Even
with
if
his
Frank
teeth.
from Shameless win, Frank from fucking Moesha gotta be in the motherfucking running.
Yeah, you right, yo. I ain't gonna hold you, yo.
He at least got to be in the conversation. Like that nigga is top tier horrible person. And I ain't like I said, I ain't even talking like the many times he like failed Moesha throughout the show. Cause like you can watch that shit. That's part of her story. That your bitch ass ain't never there when she need her.
And then you know what's so fucked up about that too? Now I'm thinking about it, yo. He didn't remember. He told Dorian on his birthday that he was his father, yo.
He didn't even tell him. It was his birthday, but the aunt or the grandmother, whatever she was, she came up there and she was like, "Oh, you finally told him?" And Dorian like, "What?" He was like, "That he your father," and that's how we found out. He
And
wasn't
that's
Sugar,
gonna
why
tell him.
the
sugar,
sad.
sugar life said Parenthood.
Yeah. And that nigga said, and that nigga Frank worked for Saturn cars. That's why them bitches ain't didn't do good.
Yep, that's exactly why they went out of business.
That's
Damn
that.
near
That's why they didn't do good.
bad.
Oh, nigga
That's
work for
bad
Saturn.
juju he put out in the world, man.
Damn.
Damn, Frank was shit, bro.
Yo, that man was not
I ain't know
shit.
they wrote a I ain't even know they wrote a black sitcom father that bad, yo. That's wild.
Parenthood.
Man,
What's Parenthood?
yo, he was horrible, nigga.
Parenthood.
If I
Who
was
starred
to
in
Oh,
like
Parenthood, yo?
Robert
I remember
Townsend.
the show.
Robert Townsend.
Oh,
Robert
the Robert Townsend joint.
Townsend and what's that Reagan something? She was the
Okay, yeah,
daughter.
yeah, yeah. Brown
Oh
skin shorty, the
yeah,
bad, the
yo,
baddie.
Hughley show too, yo.
She played in City High. She was the singer in City High.
Hey, yo, that DL
No,
Hughley
no,
show
she
was
wasn't,
good,
yo.
yo.
She wasn't.
That's not the singer from. No, yo, that's not the singer from City High,
What
yo.
would you
I think it
do?
is.
I thought her name was Reagan something.
It might have been, but that's not the same chick, yo.
Could have sworn they was the same chick. What would you
Mm-mm.
do if I was at home crying all
No,
night on
that
the
wasn't her.
bedroom floor because he home?
Reagan Gomez.
Yeah, no, Reagan Gomez is shorty that was in the DMX movie, yo.
Yup.
And the
She was
only
in that
way to
Never
see him
Die
is to
Alone.
sleep with a man for a little bit of money and his daddy's gone. Somewhere smoking rock now, waiting out a rock
Just
now,
Us.
crying
What's
like
Just
a
Us,
love
yo?
letter.
You fucking crazy. Yo,
It's-
hey, yo, what's the shit with Flex Washington, yo?
Oh, 101, that was my shit.
101, yeah.
yeah,
That was
what's
my
Just Us,
shit.
yo? I don't remember Just Us, yo.
I don't remember Just
Just
Us.
Us. I do not remember Just Us. I remember All of Us with Dwayne Martin and Lisa Ray and that other bitch that play in hella sitcoms. Um, I don't
That might be
remember
what he's talking
Just
about.
Us though.
I forgot about Parenthood, yo.
I
Damn.
wasn't a
Yeah,
bad show.
They had the little boy and shit. He couldn't talk through
Yeah, little
front
fat
teeth and
motherfucker.
shit. Yeah, little fat nigga.
Little
all
fat
right.
motherfucker. Back when it
Don't
was still acceptable
sleep.
to call people fat, they used to call him fat all the time.
Don't sleep on the two Tyler Perry sitcoms either, yo.
What two
Oh,
Tyler
I
Perry
like House of
sitcoms?
Pain.
House of Pain and the Mr. Brown joint,
Oh
yo.
yeah, House of Pain, Mr. Brown's funny as shit.
See, I ain't really never get into Mr. Brown, but I got in the House of Pain pretty
And I fuck with
hard.
the new one when they in the group home. I mean, they they in
Y'all know
the
the
old folks
new
home.
sitcom. I know a new sitcom my mother is real high on.
What's that?
Um, Miss Pat.
That shit funny. I haven't. I didn't watch the
Miss Pat.
last season, but that first season was fire, yo. Like
What's
that
that?
first
I
season was
think they
fire.
on like nigga. You ain't watched the. If you only watched the first season, nigga. They on seven now.
Oh, that's the
No, no, I'm
Miss
saying
Pat. That's
I
that
watched
lady on
the first
BET.
Miss
season
Pat
or two.
show.
I watched the first season or two, and it was
Oh,
fire.
okay.
I just never kept up with it. That's what I'm saying.
That's the one with Tammy in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they
Tammy
on.
Roman.
Yeah, that's
Huh?
the one with Tammy in it.
But yeah, I ain't never watched that yet.
She played a
I gotta
really,
get
really
BET Plus,
good.
yo. That's some shit on
She
there I need to see,
plays.
cuz.
She plays a really, really good. Because my aunt. The reason my mother liked the show is because it reminded her of her and my aunt relationship or whatever. But she plays a really, really good, like destructive person. Like you could tell if she ain't acting all the way that she tapped into some issues that she got going on in her life or she had going on in her life.
Is that
Cause her
shit a
little
Tyler Perry show, yo?
is it? I
No,
know
no, it's
It's
not
he
Tyler
not.
he
Perry,
might
bro. Nope.
Cause
he
It's
might
anything on
produce
BET
it.
Plus seem like he
Miss
run that shit.
Miss
He might
Pat.
produce it, but I
It's
don't think
actually
it's
Miss
his
Pat.
show.
It's actually Miss Pat's show based on her life.
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
I think he produced it or he whatever, but I don't think it's his show.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
it's definitely based on her life and shit. Like,
no, I was saying because everything on BET Plus, damn near that niggas.
no,
So
it definitely come out of his studio.
okay, so,
And that shit definitely come out of his studio.
Lisa
It
Ray,
just is one of the few things that come out of his studio that he don't write.
single ladies, they saying Lisa Ray.
I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. But I think we already mentioned the show
He
that
talking
Lisa
about
Ray was on.
all of us. If he
Yeah, all
talking
of us.
about Lisa Ray being in Just Us.
You'll say we convinced the Florida Evans got it. Hell yeah! So we tonight, we came up with the worst mother and black sitcoms and the worst father and black sitcoms, yo.
Right.
And we give Ben Vereen worst father B.
Yeah, but see, he get an honorable mention because he
He
dragged
get an
two niggas.
honorable mention.
He
Yeah, cause
dragged
he
two niggas. That shit is crazy.
he just come in and just fuck up niggas' progress. That's what he do.
That Miss Pat
That's
shit got to
exactly
be
what it
real.
was on the Fresh Prince.
That Miss
He
Pat
already
shit
made
got to
all
be
that
real, yo. Cause you
progress. He
got
said, "Fuck him."
Tommy Davidson and Tammy and that bitch.
Yeah, no. Miss Pat's house or show or whatever it's called. It's pretty funny. I just don't like, and I guess it's akin to real life to her. But she
Okay.
cursed so much in that shit, yo.
Yeah,
Like
she be cussing.
That's why I never
every
come on
other
BET.
fucking word sometimes is a cuss word. And that shit, I get, it's supposed to mimic real life or
Irritated.
whatever. But it's just I can't do that shit. Like I can't just sit there and watch you fill 80% of your words with curse words in a scene.
Right.
Like
Sure.
you gotta
Yeah.
find a better way to write that shit. Like, and maybe she don't care to, and I ain't mad at her, but
They
yeah,
said
nah.
the joint with two sisters, Essence Atkins, MC Light, was on it too.
Oh, that was my shit. It's called Half and Half.
Oh yeah, half and half was good. Half
I'm
and
a
half was
Oh, you talking
black
about what
definitely
Shorty
sitcom
from?
connoisseur.
You talking about
yeah,
Short? You talking about Shorty from what's the name was in that? From Half Baked was in that.
yeah,
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 Played the other sister.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That
Now they
half and half was definitely was good, bro.
that was my shit.
Yo,
What
we
I'm
got
mad
shit
about,
to come up with some good joints, yo.
what I'm mad is they canceled the Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr. show, Papa's House. That shit was
Yo,
returning to
Damon
be
Wayne show is funny, bro.
funny as a motherfucker. It was returning to being because they had fucking Regina from the Steve Harvey show as the mother. They had dope ass cameos throughout. Marlon was on there. They was building a nice little universe, and they needed like another season before people really, really caught on.
Right.
Yeah,
And they got canceled the first season.
They ain't one black. Then they come on CBS, the same channel
yeah,
as
yeah.
the
It came on
neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't my niggas
No,
go.
did it? Did it come?
Yeah,
Well,
but the neighborhood done.
Oh,
was
for
it
real?
It's
on CBS or NBC?
one more season and
No, I
they
was on
done.
CBS. The same.
It
Yeah,
was
they
on
got
CBS.
because they doing other shit. But yo, I think
The
I
neighborhood.
think they don't like how Damon Wayans, bro, like how he actually he built like that whole family builds messages and that shit. Man, want to hear that shit from them right now, yo.
Yeah, and yeah, White. We mentioned House of Pain, yo.
Yeah, we mentioned House of Pain. Yo, y'all remember Where I Live, yo? Well,
Mm-mm.
Dougie Doug
I remember that. You talking about that's the one with
and Flex Washington, him and Flex Washington was in it.
you
Yeah,
talking about
Homeboys in Outer Space.
Homeboys and
No,
out of
it's
stick.
not Where I Live though, but they was like they had that shit. Homeboys from Outer Space. They had a episode on that shit.
I bet nobody remember the show that Bill Cosby had after the Cosby Show. It
Oh, you talking about the one when he wasn't called Heathcliff anymore?
No,
He
he
was
wasn't Cliff no more. Dougie
he
Doug was
wasn't
his
Cliff.
son.
Yeah, yeah. So, I like that. I
Dougie
actually
Doug was his son.
Dougie Doug. They had the bar. Dougie Doug worked in the bar. No, where he worked at?
I forgot, but I
Yeah,
remember the
I
show.
remember that's when he was walking around looking like the Busta Rhymes 2.0.
Yep.
Yo, what was that show
My
with Bill
shit
Cosby?
ready to
What was it
overheat. I'll be
called?
back in like 10
So
minutes.
Uh,
all right. So the other show you talking about, it wasn't Dougie Doug. It was that other nigga, the one that ended up in the wheelchair, the dark skinned dude.
oh, what? Where I Live?
Yeah.
No, Where I Live had Dougie Doug and Flex Washington on that shit, and it had
You sure, yo? I thought it was the
yo,
other. It was the other
uh,
dude, the one that ended up in the wheelchair, yo, the dark skinned dude that used to be in a lot of stuff, but he ended up in a wheelchair. Yo, you know who I'm talking about, yo?
yeah, I know you talking about the one that he's on he started playing on what is it, CSI or something like that. You
Yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah, yeah.
about, yeah, I think he was in an episode, but it was Dougie Doug and because Dougie Doug had the little
Okay,
locks and looking like Coolio but he had a forehead, and then
okay.
you had Flex with that head, and then they had the sister that uh they used to wear like African outfits all the time every
I
episode.
remember the show. Let me. I'm about to
Yeah,
see if
what
I.
because that's when I started fucking with Dougie Doug was Where I Live.
All right, let me see.
Look that up for me, Jay.
Yep, Dougie Doug, Flex. Yeah, you right. You right. You right. You right. It was Dougie Doug and Flex.
Mark said, was it called Cosby? I think it was just called Cosby, right?
I think it was called.
Cosby when he was just but he wasn't even going by Cosby or none of that shit. But he ain't go by Cosby on the Cosby show either. But um yeah, Dougie Doug was his son. Uh
No, no, Dougie Doug wasn't his son.
no,
The
he
dude,
was a friend, right?
he was the dude from what's the name was his son, yo. Um, Joseph C. Phillips was his son.
Yeah, and he was like cockroach to him.
Yeah, yeah. And Felicia Rashad was his wife on that too.
Yeah, Felicia Rashad was his wife. Yo, that's crazy. I haven't that circle for life.
He said
Oh,
Thea.
Via.
Thea, Thea was the first version of the Miss Pat show, yo.
Yeah, it had so if Miss Pat is like the Thea show, then yeah, it might have its moments.
Yeah, Miss Pat show
Yeah,
is
he was a teacher.
is
Dougie was
Thea.
a teacher.
Yep. Miss Pat was Thea's show if Thea could cuss like she really did on the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Thea was good too though.
It was. It was.
The Sinbad show, we forget about Sinbad, bro.
Yep, forgot about Sinbad. Forgot about Sinbad.
Yeah, they said hanging with Mr. Cooper. Who else, yo? How how and it just clicked in my head. How did we not remember the Jamie Foxx show, bro.
Damn, yo, we
Where
forgot
Craig
about
at, yo?
Jamie, yo. We
Craig
forgot
said
about
this
the
shit
Jamie.
over. Damn, Craig said this shit overheating.
Yeah, he be back, but yeah, we forgot about the Jamie Foxx show, yo. That shit was
Hey Keith, who
fire.
was Brandy's first show? Oh yeah, she was on there. She was the daughter. That was the, and then it. You know what's so crazy?
What's
Back
that?
in the day, we didn't even realize how some of these shows were spinoffs from to a show. Then a spinoff of that show made something else.
Right,
I ain't
right,
gonna lie,
right,
you
right,
said
right.
STW. You what is
UPN.
it? Was like without Moesha, we would never got the Parkers. Without the Parkers, we would have never got that.
We never mentioned the Parkers.
Yeah, yeah, forget. Yep, the Parkers.
And the Parkers was better than Moesha, to me, if you
To,
ask me.
to you both, to you, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. I could second that because Mo, even though Monique got like was an edge, like she was just as on some other shit. I definitely liked it more. It kept my attention more than Moesha.
Yeah, it was funnier.
It definitely kept my attention more than Moesha. Yeah, he had a Jamaican father. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx show. I still watch that now, bro.
yeah, that show was funny. That shit definitely was funny.
You know
You
what,
say
Mark? Yo, Bill Cosby definitely all his shits was called the Cosby's for some reason.
it had Cosby in it. Some way he
Yeah,
had Cosby
Cosby,
in it.
Bill Cosby, Cosby.
His name wasn't never Bill and none of them.
Yeah, yep, yo. The Game was a spinoff of Front Girlfriend. It was a lot, like a lot.
I didn't know that Good Times was a spinoff from Mud though. I didn't know that.
Good Times is a spinoff of what?
The movie Mud.
Oh, for
Wasn't it a
real?
movie? Was it a movie?
I think yeah, it was a movie. It was a movie. I didn't know. Yeah, it was a movie. But I didn't know it was okay. Damn, that's crazy.
No. Mud was a it was a
That wasn't a
sitcom.
movie.
No, it was a sitcom, but it was a white sitcom.
Mm. Well, white people had bad luck. Crazy.
No, well, really, it was Norman. It was Norman Lear. It was the white dude Norman Lear. So he had. I'm guessing that he had it was in the same universe. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay, okay, okay.
So they just like how Jeffersons was in the same universe as All in the Family. Because you
Yeah,
remember, Jeffersons was a spinoff of All in the
yeah,
Family.
all in the family.
George
Yeah,
used to come in horse. He used to come in horse. What's the name? And that's really what brought the balance of what's the name being so racist was George Jefferson coming in the
George
horse
Jefferson.
from all the
Yeah,
time.
and you know what they said was a spinoff of Jefferson's yo was Amen when he left.
No, that wasn't no spinoff. His
That's
name
what
wasn't
they
George
keep
Jefferson,
saying,
bro.
yo.
No, he wasn't no. He
I
wasn't
know,
no.
but you know he didn't play George Jefferson, but he still we never seen where he lived either. We
Yeah,
just
but
know he was the deacon
we
fly.
did see, we did see where he lived at, y'all. They
I
they,
never
they,
no,
they had
I
they
seen
had
where
scenes at their house all the time. They had scenes at his house
oh
all
yeah,
the time.
I know they had scenes at the pastor house all the time.
Yeah, no, they had scenes at their house all the time
It's the All in the Family, my top.
the daughter was still living with him. The daughter was still
Oh
living
yeah,
with him.
that's right, cause she was the daughter. She wanted the preacher. You
Yep.
know what? Yep, 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 yep.
Yo,
Was
how you gonna
yeah,
say, hey Keith, how you gonna call us old for talking about Webster and you talking about All in the Family
yeah,
is
yeah.
your top, nigga?
Keith did try to play us for that to give us that old card. I let that I
Right.
slid right over top of that shit too. Like, yo, he just called niggas old, bro.
Yeah.
But that
I did not know Family Matters was a spinoff of Perfect Strangers, but Perfect
yeah,
Strangers
that's
was my
shit,
shit.
yup. Balky and shit, yeah. And it's in the same joint. But
So
that
what's the
wasn't
name? So the cop father must have been in that show
he
somehow, and it was
was, he
spinoff.
was.
Okay.
He was. When they
Because the
I don't
show
know if
wasn't supposed to be about Urkel. It wasn't originally supposed to be
no,
about
it
Urkel.
wasn't about. It wasn't supposed to. When remember the famous part from Perfect Strangers when he slapped him in the face with the glove and he was like, "A duel, let's duel."
Yeah, I remember that
Then
jump shit.
they called the police. It was him. It
Okay,
was
all right.
well. Uh,
That gotta be fire getting a whole show. You make a couple appearances on one show and you pop off and get a whole show off of that shit. That shit gotta be fire.
yo, the craziest, best fucking producer, right? I know we gonna keep it black, but that nigga, um, Kelsey, Grammer, yo, the one that do the Law and Order and all that shit, yo, that nigga make bread off of just real life stories and then he flip them, bro.
No,
All of them
that's not Kelsey
what's
Grammer.
his name? What's
That's
his
Wolf.
name?
That's Dick Wolf Paws.
Yeah, Dick Wolf. I mean, yeah, Dick Wolf, yo. That motherfucker, this dude, he makes, and then it's just crazy. But yeah, that shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot about that. Now that shit got me crazy because I want to kind of see it. Yeah, Homeboys in Outer Space was a show. Steve Harvey, we said that already. Smart guy. Somebody said that already. Yo, he still never said what happened with the smart guy, did he? He keeps saying what happened.
Yeah, no, he was basically saying that that the smart guy was the star of the show and but he was getting paid the same as everybody else or something like that. So it was
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
because he was a kid, he was fucking him over.
yeah, one of them
But
type
then they
things.
probably was like, "Shit, we paying your mother and your father all the bread already for your sisters over there."
Right.
They're like, "We ain't giving y'all too much, buddy." Yeah,
Okay, and Brandy was in that universe.
yeah,
Brandy was in that
yeah. The
universe.
Tracy Morgan show was good, but it was just I don't know. And then
Damn, I forgot
when
about
he
Tracy
came
Morgan.
back, what was the name of the show when he came back after getting hit with by the Walmart truck? That shit was cool too.
No, that shit was funny. You talking
That
about the
shit
one with
was cool.
what's the chick name that had blown up for a second? But
You
what is her
know,
name, y'all? You know what I'm talking about, y'all.
yeah. Oh my god.
I forget her name, but she had the white husband. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The last OG.
The Last OG. That's what it was called. Last OG. Yeah, that shit was funny. I like that show. I like that show.
I said, damn, my man almost lost his fuck. I was like,
Yo, you,
Eve.
eh,
You ain't fuck with Eve.
not really, yo.
I just liked it because Eve was at the height of her career at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I was proud of her, but it wasn't. I ain't really like the show too tough.
That shit just is like barbershop.
I ain't like that show too tough. But
Eve.
Eve definitely was getting it, yo. So
Yeah, she was getting it.
she don't really get her props, yo. They don't even really talk about it. When they talk about the top female rappers, yo, they
Yeah, that was
put her down
Eve,
on the list.
Eve, Eve album, first album still should be like she Eve was on her shit.
They just really trying to give Foxy her props now, because a couple people start mentioning her.
Yep. Yeah, Foxy should have been appreciated. Yo, now I
Tiffany
know,
Haddish, Tiffany Haddish, yo.
I know at the end of the day, we might not look at it as a black sitcom, but what would you Raven shit? That's so Raven, yo.
That's after my time, yo. I never watched one whole episode of That's So Raven.
That's so Raven.
The
Huh.
Royal Family. What was the Royal Family, yo? Royal
Royal
Family.
family. Circle of life be in that bag over that motherfucker, yo.
Royal Family. I need a
Yeah,
reminder.
I gotta look that up. They pull my phone out.
You.
Yo,
Yo, hey yo, you missed it, yo. We just brought up some shit, bro.
Royal
What?
Family.
Um, what the fuck we was just saying, yo? Oh, the Jamie Foxx show, yo. How the fuck we forget that, bro?
Oh, that's crazy. I ain't I ain't even think about that. Jamie Foxx was it was definitely funny as shit. It fizzled out though after like 3 seasons.
They brought a half and half on here.
Okay, the royal family was Red Fox next show, and what's the name was his wife on there. I remember that briefly.
The Royal
Um,
Family.
that show only had one season, yo.
That was that was after Sanford and Son.
Yeah, it was in 1991.
Oh yeah, no. And then what he died in '94.
I forgot what did. I thought it was way later than that. Cast full
I didn't
family.
think about that show.
Okay, what's the name? Della Reese was his wife on that
Yeah.
joint.
Okay. Oh, Beast like Della Reese.
Della Reese was his wife on that show. But yo, let's keep it going because it's getting late. Um,
Facts.
you been up on the shy, right?
Yes, sir. I've been back in my bag, getting to watch some shit. Actually, man, Greg was just talking about this shit not the other day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gonna give
So
a back.
how you think what's about to happen? Because we down to the season finale on a important season. Um, what's about to go down? Is Reg going down? Is Nuck about to die? Well, first of all, let me line everything up real quick because I see what they doing on the shy, yo. Yeah, Real Husbands of Hollywood, yo, that shit just fucking hilarious. I don't know if we consider that as I guess it is a sitcom, but that shit is
Yeah, it's
hilarious, yo. That's the funniest version of Kevin Hart on that show, yo.
definitely
Is Real Husband. But yo, peep how peep how on the shy that they have Reg and Nuck as the dark skin and the light skin stereotypical archetypes on there, yo. They got Reg as the aggressive ass black Air Force One dark skin nigga. They
hilarious.
got they got Nut as the light skinned shiesty ass go behind your back fuck your bitch. Yo, he's literally trying to hit the pregnant girlfriend of the nigga he shot in the back. Yo, that's the most Drake move ever on TV. Yo, that is the most light skinned shiesty street nigga shit I'd have ever seen. Yo, like, but I just wanted to get that out there, yo. They
Yeah,
they really
uh,
dark skinned, light skinned them two niggas, yo.
yeah. I really think I we were talking about it all the joint, but I was feeling like at first I was like, damn, I think Reg and shit, but then he was like, yo, they don't think they're gonna get rid of that nigga that quick. They just brought him back,
So he
and I'm
not even
like,
going to jail this season.
He going to jail.
Okay.
yeah, but he ain't gonna die. But Nuck and fucking Tiff, yo, gonna get hit, bro.
Nothing Tiff.
Yeah,
You said Nuck and Tiff gonna get hit.
yeah.
I see Tiff dying if she do from complications with the baby or getting in an accident with Trey.
Okay.
I mean, if she do die, she definitely on the list. No, somebody gotta do him dirty, but because people want him done dirty so bad, pause, he might make it to next season.
So he the Dre of the situation.
Yeah, niggas want him dead so bad for real that they probably gonna make niggas wait a little bit so that his death more satisfying. Cause I ain't never seen niggas cheer as much for a nigga getting set on fire as they did when Dre died.
Right.
Like niggas ain't care that he got done in one of the most cruddiest ways you can get done. And yeah, I see that for Nook. So they could save him. Somebody gotta die though. Hannibal. I can see Hannibal dying.
We kind of know it's not gonna be Bakari. I don't think it's gonna be Bakari.
Only because they kind of switched it for last time. I mean, you know, they did that dream sequence bullshit for real.
Right.
And just because they did that, I don't think he gonna get spanked pause this season. But yeah, I see Hannibal and Alicia. They my two top picks to get dropped off this episode.
Damn, you said Alicia? That'd be wild if Alicia go.
I think that's part of the reason.
I think if Alicia died, then Tiffany can't die, yo.
Right. That's why I'm saying, I was just throwing out people that could die. My
Right,
final two predictions is Alicia, because Tiffany gonna take over. That's why Alicia did all that shit about signing her shit over to her and all that shit
right,
in this season. And then Hannibal, just because I think Reg gonna find out that he was on some underhanded shit and get him out of there.
right. I could see something like that happening. My man
Like
said he out there
Alicia
watching
finally
stuff.
find out that Nuck did,
Peace, white.
get robbed, and she tried to go at Nuck, but Nuck ended up killing her.
I could see something like that happening.
You know,
Um, how about a wild card death like fucking what's the name of them brother name?
Damien or whatever your name is.
No, not Damien. What's the name? Trig and Reg brother.
Oh, Jake.
Jake. How about a wild card one like that?
I mean, I guess that'll fill the need for like a main type of character to die. Because he ain't had much storyline this season, so yeah, I could see him getting out of there. Um, you know, I was watching Mark Doc a little earlier for real,
Right.
and he had brought up, because I ain't too in tune with the show. I just been kind of like locking in this season, but last season into this season, Nuck been a menace. He killed Papa.
Everybody, yo. He
He
killed
killed
everybody, yo.
Lita. He killed fucking Rob. Like, it's so many people that could come try to kill him for real. Like,
Yeah,
he had mentioned like, what if he had mentioned like, what if Pastor Freezy tell him that Nuck killed his father? You think um what's the little church boy name?
Papa.
Papa.
You think Papa
Papa
can
could
go
kill
off?
that nigga.
I've been looking for a Papa Dark turn since the show started, yo, and I still don't see it happening, yo.
Nah, cause Papa grieving right now, yo. When a nigga grieving, he could do anything at that moment,
Yeah,
bro.
most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. But I've been looking for like some type of Papa Dark turn since the beginning, and my thing is, it's not like Papa been yearning to find out who killed his father at no point.
But
Like he knows it's somebody from over on that other, you know what I mean, from that whole situation. You know what I mean? Because
right,
he know niggas was pressing his father. So I think in Pop of mine, his father died because of the shit he was doing with the criminal niggas and
the
shit.
criminal shit.
So it kind of might not even matter who killed Papa. You know what I mean? If it make any sense.
But you know what's so crazy though? Like Papa be the if you wanna really
The Officer
go off
White
with
show, Courtney.
like if we wanna go off like with a bang and shit, Papa actually, like you said, you've been waiting for that. Papa
Yes.
actually coming out his element and just going crazy. That'll be a fucking how you go out with a bang because now
It would be, but it Papa character. I don't see that type of turn in Papa's character, yo. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't see it. I
nigga
I
lost
think
his
I think it would have already happened. Like if you gonna do that, you do that from the moment his father died. You know what I mean? Or at
but then like
least,
you said, the
or at
type of
least,
character that he is, he gotta
or
build that shit up.
right. And it's been no build up to that. It just hasn't been a,
True, true.
a build up to Pop will all of a sudden turn if he find out who killed his father, because that hasn't been a curiosity for him. He knows that
It
that
was
them
one of them.
niggas killed his father. You know what I mean? He know
He
them
wrote
them niggas killed his father. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But the nigga
What
nut,
about
nut he just shiesty, yo. He shows
what
up at the
about
church.
That
your
kills every
what
fucking
about
guy.
Duda wife? She ain't
She's coming back this episode, and she pointing a gun at somebody. So we don't know.
It
It
could
might
be
be at Alicia. It might be Alicia because Alicia. You remember Alicia's the one that killed Duda.
yeah, true,
No, 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 no,
true.
no. Nut killed him. Nut killed him.
I'm
They
about to say I
they
thought
was
Nut killed Duda.
no, no. You right. Nut killed him.
It could be
Alicia was sitting there talking, and Nut killed him and was like, "You talking
fucking
too much."
yeah, yeah. It could be whatever. However, it has to go. Like I ain't gonna lie, like this is the best it's been in a while since all the
Definitely.
alphabet shit that they've been doing for the
Well,
last
last season and this season,
yeah
since to me, since they
that three
came
to
out of
five
that, since
trash.
they came out of that Tiff storyline when she was kidnapped
Yeah,
and all of that stuff, since they cleared all of that stuff, the show got better. Of course, they brought back those storylines with Trig messing with the Transformers or whatever, and but that's just wild to me. Not the fact that he was messing with the Transformers, the fact that he trying to mess with regular chicks now and nobody's saying nothing
right. Yeah, and
on the show.
that's weird, bro.
Like everybody treating it. Of course, it's written. We know who it's written by. So
Yeah,
everybody treating it like it's normal, and it's not normal in
at
the
all.
hood for a nigga to be switching back and forward like that. At the very least, it's gonna be a
I I
conversation.
I want to interject and say that it is very normal for niggas in the hood to switch back and forth like that.
On the low.
Yeah, I know fuck with Craig right now. Yeah, I
On
can't.
the low though, yo. Not
That's a
I
fact.
had not I had two transformer girlfriends that everybody know about, and then I'm gonna start messing with regular chicks and nobody is having any discussions. Nobody having no private discussions. You know what I mean? Like it gotta be
Yeah,
something said about
I
that shit.
agree with the discussion part of it, but I know a very, very well known nigga in Baltimore
Right.
that is known for fucking with trannies
Okay.
and still get any regular bitch you want.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, and you
But
talking
but we
about
have but we having a conversation about it right now.
you heard me,
No,
Craig?
I ain't.
Hmm? Would you say,
You talking about
Con?
nigga that went to Maribel?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I know you talking about. That's crazy. And you ain't
nigga,
lying.
and
Right.
You,
And
yeah,
there's a
like
whole lot of discussions about that nigga. Trust me.
maybe in
yeah,
private, but it ain't really
yeah, in
many
private, but
public
niggas
ones.
ain't saying it out in public. Yeah, and the ones that try to say it in public do it behind a fake profile for real.
That's a fact. Like I be saying bad bitches in the comments defending bro. Like,
Yep, going
you know,
crazy.
yeah, like
I
that
mean,
shit is
yo,
a thing.
for real, and I hope my man White still watching, cause he could back this shit up, yo. Baltimore, like some of the deepest, darkest secrets of the hustle game in Baltimore, yo, for real. And a lot of that shit come out of Odell's back in the day. Niggas was fucking with certain
Niggas
gay
was fucking,
people,
yeah, niggas was fucking with
messing
Miss
with not just Miss Tony. It's like
niggas.
people like messing with certain gay niggas to get on with the drugs, yo. Like for real, yo. Like just yeah, I believe everything y'all saying.
We
You know
can
what I
see that,
mean?
bro. We can see that.
Because it's deep, the deepest, darkest depths of the underworld. A lot of that shit was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like people, don't like to openly admit that about Baltimore, but
And
in
one of our favorite
reality,
football
Baltimore is
players.
probably one of the most trans progressive cities in America.
One
Yeah,
of our favorite football players. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep that. You know what I mean? Somebody else can tell those stories, but one of our favorite football players, yo. Trust me, yo.
yeah. And it's almost like
Fun
yo,
boy.
like it's almost like you're right. It is like a regular thing now, but it's also like for us, it's like it make us feel like we're in the last of a dying breed, like we dinosaurs, bro. Like in a few years from now, niggas will want to look at us through a glass show, like, oh my god, this is what it was like. This is like the only like women. Like this shit is crazy, cuz.
I can say that, and I agree with you in about. I mean, Bruce talked about 5 years. It been fucked up to fuck with a tranny. It's not gonna be a thing no more.
Nope. Yo, I just watched.
Like,
I just saying, and
it's gonna be acceptable
yeah.
for a man. I like women and I like trans
Yo,
women.
Keith said we roasting Atlanta. Yo, he tried to tell us. That's yeah, yeah, and it's so crazy, right? Because like, and people gonna be mad at me. And my man Major, yo, let a niggas death, but yo, I keep saying, yo, once Katrina hit, Atlanta became wild. But I'll let that go. But at the end of the day, it just like, yo, it's to the point now where you can't even get a show that pr- promote 100% heterosexual men on it, bro. Like a show with 100% heterosexual men is dead, bro. Like even, you could go all the way back to the game because I was just watching the game the other day and the little lineman was hitting on yo. You know what I mean? He thought it was,
I,
the quarterback. That nigga
what
like
I
the
will say in their defense is it's unrealistic to expect 100% of a male population, which is what they're trying to represent on a TV show, to be straight. Like,
but at
if it's
yeah,
10
but I'm
men
just
or
saying though,
5 men, it is a good chance that one of
today
those
it
men is
is.
gay.
Today it is. Today, but
No,
at the
no, no,
you
no,
can't even
no,
have a
no,
show.
no.
I'm just
I
saying
ain't
though,
gonna
like
let you
just think
get
about
that
this
off, bro. It's not today.
on a
It's just that
show
today is
today.
more accepted. It's more accepted today. So of course they're gonna promote it. But in reality, back as far as time probably went, if you took 5 men, there is a good chance that one of them.
10. I say 10.
Yeah, definitely.
I let
Like,
you go up to 10, but I think it's high of the male population has been gay since the beginning of time.
20%.
It
That's
just
a.
progressively
I think
became
it's a
more
high
I think,
number. I think
I,
acceptable
it's.
for them to
I think
acknowledge
now
it.
it's just.
That's a high number. The high,
I
20
think now.
percent is a high number.
I think now men
I don't
are.
think that's a high number. Like,
I
I
think
think
men
out of
now
the
are
male
gay
population,
because
about
it's
twenty
accepted.
percent, and I'm talking about undercover niggas. You got men that have died from the 60s or 70s. They died. They had lifelong homeboys described as like best friends and shit. They ain't never ordered the women. That
Yeah, yeah, I believe that.
died with fucking real close homegirls and shit like that. They was gay. They just couldn't come out and say, like,
Right.
you got a
That's
successful,
because
well
back
off
then
fucking
gay
man,
was.
and he ain't got
That's
no
because back
kids,
then
and
gay
the
was just
closest
being
person
gay.
to him was his best friend. That man was gay.
But
Like,
but that's the thing. But that's the thing. Back in the day, a nigga knew a nigga was gay. They didn't need the acceptance of being gay back in the day. You knew your uncle was fucking gay. You know what I'm saying?
but they couldn't come
We
out
didn't
and
need to
be like that
promote
they
that
gay.
shit.
Like, you could
But
know
we
that your uncle gay, but they couldn't come out and be gay in their own skin the way that they can now. So that's why it's more
I think
people
now you
that
can be
are.
gay now, yo. I think they
That's
Yep.
gay.
what I'm
I think
saying.
they
That's
gay
why it's
now.
more gay people now than it is, or it seems like it's more gay people now than it was back then.
Just that they push that
Like,
shit and everything now.
even when
They
y'all
push it
was
in
growing
everything,
up,
yo.
like, I know when I was growing up, it was taboo
Yeah,
to
we
be
had
gay.
bull
Like, if
daggers and
you,
all that shit. We only had
but if you were gay,
niggas
you
only
was
fuck
chastised,
niggas and
though,
bitches only
right?
fuck bitches.
Yeah,
Huh?
100%. 100%.
You was way more chastised when you were gay back then than you would be now. So of course you're gonna have
Right.
a majority. of people hiding their sexual now, where
Right.
that shit is openly accepted and celebrated for real. Like
It's
it's
just
just
hard. I mean, maybe if
It's
you
just
taking
saying,
the,
yeah, yo. It ain't no
maybe if you taking
flaw.
the whole population, that 20% can be a little more realistic. I'm just thinking in my brain, like, all right, if I'm at the basketball gym, you know what I mean? There might be 15 of us there. I can't say that what would be 20% of that 15. I can't say that
Four,
three of them niggas gay.
three
three,
You know what I
four.
people.
mean? I just don't believe that. But if you got a crowd of 100 dudes, maybe you might be able to say 20 of them either openly gay or doing or
Doing
did
some
some,
other wild shit.
or doing some shit right now on the low or have done some shit. So I might if you're gonna put doing some shit open, if you're gonna do open, doing some shit on the low and have done some shit, you might be right, yo. You know what I mean?
But this,
Out of
but
a
this,
hundred niggas. But I'm
but this,
just
what I was,
in my
this,
brain
what-
when you
Time to
say five,
constitute somebody being gay, it don't matter if it's in the past, it's in the present, what it is.
right. I'm
Once you do
agreeing.
it,
I'm
you gay.
agreeing on that point. That's how I'm coming up with. That's how I rationalize the number. But it's just hard for me to rationalize every time I'm around five niggas when I'm gay. That's hard. That you know what I mean.
that's like, and
I,
when I
It's
say
hard for
that,
me to
it's
think
like
like that.
when I say that you can't have a show now
if
without a
you're
nigga
around
being
five, that one of
without one of them niggas being gay.
them is gay, bro.
Like this is what I'm saying. When you can't have a
Unless
show
they
today,
like your core niggas that vetted, like your core niggas that you done vetted or whatever. That's a little different. You can know that you're around
right?
five
Right.
niggas
Yeah,
and gay or whatever for real. I'm
Right.
saying being around
That's
five
what my
straight.
brain go to when you say five.
yeah, and that's my brain that too. But
Right.
but
But let's say
I
like you go to a bar. You know what I
you go
mean?
to a bar, you're gonna probably see like
If
three,
it's
four gay
five,
niggas in that bitch.
if it's you and four other dudes, and there's a good chance one of them, you know what I mean? I can rock with that. Pause. I
But
can
no,
rock.
this is what I was saying though. This what I was trying to say. So basically, you can't have like say if they remade one of our what we said living singles, one of our shits, right? If they remade living single today, right? Knowing that we knew back in the day that Queen Latifah fucked with bitches a little bit, right?
Right.
Not a
Today's
little bit,
world,
but yeah.
but no, but I'm just saying though, like we
She a
she
full
fucked with
blown
one
dyke.
number niggas on the show, right? She fucked with number niggas on the
Right,
show. In today's
right.
world, if they made
She
that,
would be gay.
Overton would be gay, or Kyle would be gay, and she would be gay along with
I
fucking
don't think that
um
Overton or Kyle would be gay, but I
they
guarantee
would have to have
Queen
one gay
Latifah
nigga.
would be gay. No, you don't have to
They,
because Queen Latifah is the main character and she gay at that point.
nigga, they just made fucking Christopher Robin gay, nigga. So they gonna make a nigga gay.
Who is Christopher Robin? The nigga from Winnie the Pooh?
Yes.
That nigga was probably gay in real life.
He was a cartoon, my nigga.
Yo,
That nigga was
Kyle
probably
wasn't
gay
gay.
in real life. I mean,
Kyle
if you
wasn't
write
gay
it,
on Living Single
Yeah,
Keith.
Kyle wasn't gay or living single. He was fucking with Max. He
no, what
wasn't
I'm
Max. He
saying
ain't
is Kyle would have never been gay on Living Single, neither would have Overton. But if they were writing
No,
it
no,
today, Queen Latifah would have been
Trying
gay.
to say this
no
nigga keep
Kyle.
trying to say Kyle was gay on Living Single. Yo, come on, yo.
Oh no,
Hell no,
Kyle
nigga.
wasn't gay on Living Single. He was running through everything, and him and Max
If
used to
they
have wild
remade
ass
one of our
escapades.
shit today, if they remade one of our shows where fucking Bill Cosby fucking around would have been bisexual in today's world, my nigga. Like
Mm-mm,
Hell no, yo.
mm-mm,
they would have
mm-mm.
it's the way that they fuck up shit when they remake these shit. So how you're not gonna sit there and be like, oh, Theo and Cockroach were the emancipation of fucking the street hound dog little young niggas. Today, if they did that, he would one of them niggas would like niggas. It's just that
I mean, I
No,
don't
I
know.
mean, I could
every
see
show
something
that
like
come
that,
out.
but Bill Cosby wouldn't have. The
No,
father wouldn't have been
Yeah, I
no.
mean, I could
I'm
see
just
them
saying though.
writing a side character being
You never
gay.
know how they pick the gay nigga out here today, bro. But I'm just saying though,
It
like
wouldn't be
out of
Bill
nowhere,
Cosby. You got a better
Eddie
chance telling me
show.
that Theo could have been
No,
gay.
I'm just saying no. It wasn't Bill Cosby wouldn't play a gay nigga itself, but I'm just saying though, if they came up with a show similar to that, the father would be gay. You look at those shows now, like niggas be the toughest nigga. Look at fucking Power, the toughest nigga. Now he getting fucked with the ass. It's like, come on, bro.
I don't know
Nah,
what tough
bro.
nigga or power you
No,
talking
well,
about.
he
I
wasn't
can't
tough, but I'm
see
just saying
them.
though,
What? What?
you can't go
Well, let
without
me
him,
ask
yo.
you a
You can't do
question.
no show without him, yo.
Let me ask you a question, Con, because you're right. They don't do
Yo,
shows without them now, and part of that is about representation. To go back to what I said, if you got a certain amount of men in the show, a couple of them do have to be gay. Like it's just the law of averages
but
for
that's
real.
because niggas scared to push the
But
button. Niggas
let me
scared to
ask
push the
you,
button.
what main character that has a family in a TV show that we've seen in the last 20 years is gay?
Dr. Phil was
Any
gay in
main character
real life.
with a
I'm talking
family
about Uncle Phil.
that's
Nah,
gay.
Uncle Phil and me.
but his character wasn't gay, yo. We talking
He
about the
not
character, yo.
gay on the
Oh, the
show.
character? Nah, but you're not.
That's my point. Yeah, they would write the gayness into the show, but writing a male patriarch who has a family and a wife being gay is just not something they do on TV.
Unless that's the
The
basis of the
closest
show. Like they might
thing,
got
the closest thing to what you talking about is this show that used to Netflix. I can't remember what it was called, but it was about four old white people, and the two husbands were lawyers, and they fucking decided that they was gay after like 30 years, and then the wives became best friends, and that's what the show was about. It
Shit,
was a good
Modern
ass
Family,
show. I
them
can't
two
remember
niggas
what it
gay.
was called, but it came on Netflix. um
Mo-
but that's the closest thing I can think of to you,
so,
what you saying.
so
Other than that, it's no.
Modern Family has two gay members, and their main characters, and they have a
They are
daughter
main
that they
characters,
adopted.
and they adopted a child, but they are not the
Right, because
main
you can't two
characters
men
of
can't
the
have
show.
kids, yo.
But they not the main characters of the show. That's what I'm saying. They would write a side character in like that. They are, they
But they
like
not.
they
Truth be
were
told, they really not. That whole show in Modern, none of them really are main characters because that show never has a episode stuck on one nigga. Every episode is about the everybody in the show. So you can
right, and
see
that's why they could do it.
you'll watch 5 minutes of them with this little girl, then you'll watch 5 minutes of my man Al Bundy, then you'll watch 5 minutes of the son, then you watch 5 minutes of the daughter, and then they all come back together for the rest of
But
the
that's
show.
why they do this shit though, because they aren't the main characters of the show. And again, if you can find me the main character, like the main character, a patriarch who
he
has a
he's
family,
saying who
and
he's saying the people that the show was about. You know what I mean? Like the main like if Uncle Phil was gay on the show, that's what he's saying.
like it's
That
just you
don't
can't
exist.
in the last 20, 25 years, you can't.
Well, I can't. I don't know about. I don't really watch TV like that today. So I mean,
I do, and I know that they just don't do
all
that
my
shit.
but it's shits that we don't see. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. It probably out that bitch. Cause in Canada and fucking UK, there's a lot of that shit.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
but
just know the shit that we
that's
see.
gonna be if they do something like that, that's what the show is gonna be about. Like what was that one sitcom where it was a gay dude and it was a show about a gay dude. You know what I mean?
I
What
don't
was that
know.
sitcom? Yo? They was white. It was like it was
I
this
don't know.
one
Will and Grace.
Will and Grace. You know what I mean? Like it.
Will and Grace is gay.
Well,
Yeah,
Will
I
was
think Will
gay.
was gay.
Yeah, Will was
Yeah.
gay.
So
He
the
was a main
show,
character.
yeah, the show gonna be about. That's what the show gonna be about. It's a
I
gay
don't know. I
dude
But we
don't
and
watch
didn't have
Will and
no
Grace.
you know what I
kids
mean?
or nothing like that. Like it was the show
But I'm
was
Right.
saying
he
though,
was
it don't
gay.
always have to be about the kids. It's just the fact of the matter being you can't have a show today, even if they're not the main character. If we had many shows where a gay person wasn't even written in the story.
And my point is that
Today's
it's
world,
unrealistic.
because it's accepted, and people are scared to have shows without that shit involved. It's gonna be written
It's
in.
unrealistic, honestly. Like it go back to my point
It's
about a
unrealistically if that's how
percentage
your
of
life
men.
carries itself. You feel me?
It's unrealistic to think that you would deal with any amount of people and not come across a gay person. Just like those
No, you're
shows
right.
in back in the just like the shows back in the day, there was nothing but white people. You mean to tell me that at no point a black person would have came across and or been seen or whatever the case is for real? Like it's just
There was a lot of
unrealistic.
white shows
Like,
that a black person never made it to,
and that's why those shows were
but there's a lot of black
unrealistic. Is
shows
my
that white
point,
person do make it to. You
because
see the
that's
reverse
more
of it?
realistic. Even in the
Black
hood,
people
you
is
gonna
scared to
have
not
white
put the white
people
person in.
around you. I grew up in the projects. I grew up around white people too. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't just black people in the hood. Like, and that's the thing. Like, so like when they had those shows back in the G where it wasn't no black people in it, that shit was unrealistic. And when you have shows
but it's
that
not.
has, it is. If you have
Yo,
shows that
it's certain
have,
parts of this
unless you
country
live
where black
in a
people do not live.
predominantly, even now, like even if you go into those little fucking, sundown towns for real, you'll still see a couple black people in those towns. Like,
Niggas just started moving to fucking Rising Sun about 15 years ago. And
Yeah,
that's
but most shows uh based in somewhere that people know though. It's not
no, I
like
know that. I'm just saying though,
other than
it's
somewhere like Mayberry on what's the name on the Andy Griffin show back in the day. All right, you got Mayberry, but they would have one black person in Mayberry, and that was way back in the fucking '60s.
that's my
that
point.
one nigga
Like,
that
it's
was
just
No, I'm
unrealistic.
agreeing. I'm agreeing.
It's just I can't like, and it's the same with gay people now. Like, to think that you can have a show that has 100 characters on it through 5 seasons and not one of those characters are gay, it's crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like,
I agree with that.
it just don't make sense. Like, I'm not
And I
gonna sit
don't,
here
I
and watch
don't,
no show surrounded around gay people because I don't relate to
yeah,
them.
yeah, and I don't care if they
But
there. Just don't show me no,
I understand.
no sex scenes. I just don't want to see no sex scenes. That's all.
I don't want to see no sex scenes from straight people. So I definitely don't want to see none from gay people. Like, it's crazy because my young horny youth or whatever, I used to love a good sex scene for real. But now in my adult life, like, if that shit don't have no meaning to the story, which most sex scenes don't, I don't need that shit. Give me them kissing and then fade to black. You can imply that they
Yeah,
had sex. Like, I be laughing at motherfuckers that get excited about like the power sex scenes and shit. Like, oh, I just saw Lala naked. Sometimes you done seen that bitch naked. Like, I don't need to see that shit but once. I barely need to see that shit the one time because I'm not the one clapping her.
yeah, I agree with that 100%. They overdo it. They overdid it on power.
Or they
Like they
went
was going
retarded
hard on
on
that shit.
power. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that shit was
you had
soft
finished.
porn for
I don't
real.
know if you finished it, but we had started watching it again around the same time, and I just got back into watching that shit. And it's like 2 sex scenes a show, nigga. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen Angie little ass. Angie was only in the. I won't even want to say only because she was really in the season for what? I mean, the show for like 5, 6 years, right?
Yeah,
She didn't get killed till like season 6, right?
yeah, she get killed on the last season.
She get killed on the last season
It's
or the
either
season
last
before
season.
last.
She get killed in season 5, the end of season 5.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, like when she was in 5 seasons,
Season 6 the last season.
I saw those little titties and that little ass so many times it ain't funny.
Yeah,
Like, you know, I even saw Tasha titties a couple times. I fucking Holly, Tommy, every time he fucked her, they made sure to show her titties.
yeah, 100%.
I mean, speaking of power,
Keith said,
BMF.
Keith said that's why he couldn't watch Interview with the Vampire.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard the show was real homosexual.
Yeah, it was more in line with the books for real. You know
With the
what I
book,
mean?
which
Oh yeah,
ain't a
yo,
fucking
and
argument.
the show
But
and the show with the main character that fuck niggas on the side that got a family. The show called Beauty and Black, yo.
Yeah, I ain't never
call
seen that
who?
shit, but I heard about it.
It's called Beauty and Black. The
You
father
talking
has
about
Oh
a
yeah, I
wife,
ain't never seen that.
kids, and
Divorce
all
in
that.
Black.
What is that? A
Divorce
Tyler
in Black.
Perry show?
Yeah, it's
It was
Divorce in Black.
yeah, still, you got
It's
she
a
live in the
Tyler
house
Perry
with him.
show,
Okay?
ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's called Divorce in Black. I heard about it, but I ain't
no
watched that
black.
shit.
No, it's not called Divorce and Black. It's called Beauty and Black.
Oh, all right. I must be thinking of something else. You talking about the one with Devon Franklin on it, right?
Nah, you confusing two shows. The one with the Farm
Okay.
Franklin, the one I was talking about, it's called Divorce Sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, Beauty and Black.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
he's
yeah.
the main
I saw
character.
that one
He run that
episode
shit,
of that
and he
shit,
pays
and
niggas to
I'm off
fuck.
that show.
Yeah,
I'm off
we
that
yeah,
show,
but
and I hate the character of Devon Franklin forever. For him to be a supposedly straight male pastor in real life, and to go on a show and play a gay male pastor, it's bananas.
Yeah, that's why I work right there.
what
Like,
circle for life stay not in sundown town.
He was referring to we were saying that towns that don't have no black people in them.
Oh yeah, I got shit. We just went to motherfucking Midwest, nigga. And they looked at us like we was a fucking they never seen us before. There's some towns still out here, yeah.
I kind of want
They
to go to
see
one
black
of them
niggas from
sundown
TV.
towns and wild out one day.
They got one in Ohio right now.
Yeah,
Well,
that
two
that
And
towns in Ohio
stay till the
sundown
sun
town.
go down and see if how many of them really about that action and see if I can get my killing spree on.
yeah that's what I was saying, White.
This
But
nigga
we
gonna
we,
have a killer
we
spree.
was going more
It's
off
funny
the
as shit.
after I got
Again,
that part
like
out
I
my
said,
brain.
y'all
We was
thinking
going off
about
of
your
laws of average,
circle
right?
of people. Like,
Definitely.
of course, your circle is not going to have a gay person all the time. But if
Yeah,
you walk
we talk about
into
the
a
laws of average.
place and you have five random people, five random men, there is a very, very good chance that one of those five men will be gay.
Or if one of those five not gay, the next five it might be two gay people
Yeah,
to average
like
that out.
regardless,
Now,
that
I mean, I
twenty
can, I
percent,
can see that. Yeah. The laws
that
of
twenty
average. I
percent,
understand what
I'm
you're saying.
sticking to that shit. I'm not coming
Are you
off of
saying
20%.
openly gay or just
No, just whatever they might be doing. We are
You
we
know, you
already
ain't
we
gotta be
already
openly gay. It might be a nigga that fuck with trannies on the side. It might be a nigga that got his dick sucked
uh,
in jail one time or some shit like that. Pause. Like you just don't know.
I just seen that shit too. Y'all seen that shit, that clip when the little boy, two boys, they was from here and they was talking to the trans bitch from DC. And the nigga was like, yo, I'm gonna
Oh,
tell
and the
everybody,
nigga
yo,
fucking
you gay.
and the nigga ain't believe that yo was a tranny.
Right, yeah. And then the
Yeah, he
nigga
kept
was like,
talking about,
man,
I don't believe it. You look too good. Show me your dick.
yeah, that's
Pause.
crazy. And then she tell him like, I look better than most of the straight bitches that the real bitches that you fuck with. I say, yo, this is crazy. And then the
Is it
other
the
nigga like,
same
yo, let
one?
me get your
Because
let
if
me
we
get your
talking about the
spam
same
account.
one, kind, the homeboy was in the background the whole time. He like, shit, I don't
Yeah,
even care. I go right now.
I go right now, yo. That shit, yeah, that's the same one. I say, yo, this shit crazy, yo. But yeah, nah,
Yo, that shit was the funniest video I ever saw, yo.
ever, ever.
Yo,
I
I was
say,
in that
yo,
bitch
this nigga,
rolling, yo. I
and
promise
he
you,
was
when I
dead
saw that
ass
shit, I was
serious too.
rolling, man.
At first, I didn't think he was serious, but he was dead ass serious. So
Bro was dead ass. He was trying to warn him. He like, look, you don't want this. I give you my address, but you don't want this. Yo kept saying, shit,
right,
you look good. You look too good to be a tranny. Show me your dick, pause.
yeah. When he said, "Show me your dick," I said, "What? Niggas crazy out
You
here."
niggas is ill, yo. You niggas is ill. And then, like I said, the one homeboy, he in touch with who he is as a person. He said, I don't give a fuck. You look good. Tell me
Yep.
where you at.
He said, "You look good. Where you at?" Shit. Yo said, "Send me your spam email. Send me your spam account so we could
Yo,
talk."
that shit
All right.
was crazy. I'm like, yo, these
One thing I
boys is
will say
wild.
is for everything that Baltimore has been over the last 40 years on that shit, the shit been more open in DC. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's
Oh
been more
yeah,
open in DC because DC. All right, I'll use the prison system for example. DC niggas been known in the prison system to mess with boys and shit. Like that's
yeah.
just like
Uh,
it's just been a DC thing. You know what I mean? That's been always one of the Baltimore versus DC things. Even though it was low key in Baltimore, of course it existed, but in DC
yeah,
a lot more
that shit was.
accepted.
Yeah, they had all the big fucking gay clubs that weren't that. Like you had your regular clubs and you had your gay clubs that was like niggas knew you walked in that door what time you was on. So it's like, yeah, you right. It was definitely DC definitely had its. They didn't hide that shit. You feel what I'm saying? They were definitely was big on that shit.
To this day, DC probably number two behind Atlanta and or number three behind
Yeah,
Atlanta and San
facts,
Francisco.
facts. They probably number three because San Francisco, wow. But you
San
know that's
Francisco,
where they.
wow. They more straight up gay in San Francisco. You know,
Yeah, I mean
Atlanta
they had
and
them.
Yeah, they
DC,
straight up.
they more so trannies pause than anything.
I was, yeah, I would say Atlanta, Louisiana.
San Francisco had a mayor. They had a mayor one
Yeah,
time.
they had the gay man.
You know,
Yeah,
San Francisco, Atlanta, Louisiana, definitely one of them. You can't even say a specific
so,
spot in Louisiana, just
nah, you
Louisiana.
can't even. You
And
just
it is
you
and
just say that shit as a
as
whole.
much as
Yeah,
I don't want to admit it, Baltimore is in that top five.
yeah, Baltimore definitely on this file because there's a lot of niggas from Baltimore now that's like known in that gay world as
Mm-hmm.
like yeah,
And this shit dangerous because it best believe it's been a whole lot of people that been murked over that shit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Over
Mm-hmm.
secrets. You know what I mean? Been
Now, now,
a lot of people murked over secrets, yo.
like I'm still tripping off of how the fuck bitches like Sydney Star still walking with legs, bro. I don't wish death on nobody. I mean, break a leg. I mean, break his leg, but I'm surprised. But that's when you realize shit is weird, yo. Like now it's just to the point where that experiment. Remember niggas like, well, he like the experiment. That experiment shit means a lot more different now what it used to be experiment back in the day. Niggas used to experiment to see if we really like eat pussy. You know what I'm saying? Now they try to eat pussy ass and suck dick, bro. It's crazy.
Pause. No, that's enough of that. Let's see what we got anything else.
Shit,
Every
I'm about to get
family
out this
doesn't
bitch
have
though.
a
I
gay
gotta get up
person.
and get
All right,
ready.
that's what it is.
Fucking
I'm
stuff.
ready to get off to it a little bit because
Huh?
I want to disagree with Circle of Life for a minute. All right, Con, it was good talking with you, bro.
Yo, ready, yo, already, yo.
He
All right, my guy.
he said every family doesn't have a gay person. I disagree with that.
Every immediate family don't. Every immediate family don't. But
Maybe
if you
immediate
got a
family,
big,
but if you're talking
if you
about
got a
whole
big
family, if you
family,
got cousins, I disagree with that.
yeah,
You
every
know,
every every big extended family has one. I would say that because you playing with the laws of numbers. If you got a family with 50 people in it, guarantee one of them is.
at least one, and probably more.
But I can't
Like I
I
got
can't automatically say your closest 10 relatives out of your closest everybody closest 10 relatives. I can't say that it's true.
it's anomalies, but again, if you go on a number by number basis, if you take the closest 10 relatives from every fucking family that's out here, and you strip away all the lies, the can't nobody, hide what they did in they past or whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
There are 1.5 to 2 people in every family that did something gay. Whether it be men, women, whatever the case is. There are
I mean,
two
if you want to
people.
add women, yeah. If you're gonna
If
add, 'cause
you
I told
want
you
to add
something.
women, it's closer to 4. But straight with men, 2. I'm going with 2. If you fucking and that's the thing. Like people are picture with like when you say gay, people picture a flamboyant man or whatever for real. There is some thugged out niggas that you would never ever ever suspect go that way. That go that way. A lot of times it be the motherfucker that get the most bitches and all that. That still experiment with other shit. So I just find it hard to believe that if you take 10 people in a family, it ain't because if you get into 10 people, unless your mother was just out here having hella kids, you getting into cousins and all that shit too. You feel me? It's gonna be some gay shit in it. I'm just it's just I don't like the amount of gay people in this world equal out to about 20% of the male population.
I say 36 per 36. Who says you're
You
using
know,
advanced metrics, yo?
hey man, sometimes you gotta
Who
get
said-
into the numbers,
I'm
man.
trying per 36 the gay family member ratio per 36.
I mean,
That's
sometimes you
funny.
gotta get into the numbers. And he's saying Baltimore not big enough. Big enough for what? It is a shit ton of gay people in Baltimore. It is a shit ton of undercover men who fuck trannies in Baltimore. And if you think it ain't, then I got a bridge to sell you in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Like,
and you gotta consider the families that probably got 5 gay niggas in it. You know what I mean? That balance out the ratio. You know what I mean? Whole house full of them. You know what I mean? All of the little niggas is. You know what I mean? So, because you gotta realize it's packs of openly gay young people now. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So if you got packs of them, you know what I mean, all of them, you know what I mean, you might got 3 of them in the same family, but each one of them is in a different family. So I mean, I can see how the numbers could could equal out, but you know what I mean, the closest 10 people, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I'll just say I don't know for
You
real.
just don't know. And that's my
Yeah,
point too. Like, you think a nigga that experimented one time and was disgusted is gonna be like, yeah, I sucked the dick back in the day part. Like, even though in reality he experimented, he decided he ain't like that shit, so he really not gay. But he did a gay
he didn't.
act. So
Yeah,
in the grand scope of things, he's gay.
yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Like, I just yeah, nah. I know too many prominent niggas that niggas would never suspect do ill shit that got those charges on their name.
And a lot of the shit, a lot of the shit stem from
He said, you
a
pretty
lot of
much
people.
know his family pretty large, not one. And bro, I do not know your family. But if your family is as big as you saying it is, it's one gay person in that family. They just ain't come out and tell y'all.
And a lot of shit niggas did in their childhood that went to those boys homes like Hickey and shit like that. You know what I mean? A lot of shit was going on in them places too, and
Yeah.
that's where a lot of niggas that's hardcore criminals now experimented at, and they found out that they liked it, and when they became adults, they was doing shit. You know what I mean?
That shit just like again, I it's nothing. I don't give a fuck. My uncle is gay. You feel me? Like flamboyant as they come for real. It's part of the game. You know, everybody not gonna be built the same. Some niggas is gonna be gay, but to think that it ain't some down low niggas out here, or to think that your family is immune to gay, is crazy. Because if your family that big and it's 50 people that you know in your family, I guarantee you at least one of them motherfuckers is gay. Comment section going crazy. Tasha, wow.
What do you say? All these niggas just running rampant wild. It was wild as hell. Cook.
This is a lot work. That this is a lot of women worst nightmare. This is that conversation. It. I mean, it's a nightmare, but it's a fact. Like, to not acknowledge that that shit is a possibility or a thing or whatever is disingenuous for real. Like, just a fact.
Right. Circle of Life is curious of where you getting these numbers from.
I can just tell you to Google it. There are studies that show the percentage of the male population in the United States that is gay. It's always between 18 and 20%. You can look that shit up yourself. Like, gay people are in power right now, so it ain't nothing but studies on gay people in the world. I'm not projecting a reality on the others. I'm projecting the truth on the others. My reality is the truth. Like, by the numbers, there are gay people in your family that you don't know are gay.
Right. A Circle of Life.
Like,
That it's just like the murder rate. They go off of per capita. They not going off of the amount. They going off of per capita.
like,
When they make when they put cities in the top five, just like Baltimore has been at one point in time number one in murder rate. We saying gay rate, not the amount of gay
actual
people, but
murders.
the gay rate. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, like, maybe you're a unicorn in the sense that ain't nobody in your family gay for real. Like, because like Bruce said, like it might be families where there aren't any, but when you take the average of every family, it's about one or two in each family.
Right.
You know,
Cause all right,
uh,
I'll use my family for an example, right? All right, I can pretty much guarantee that everybody from my age group on up, I can pretty much guarantee that none of them are like that. But I can't account for all of my cousin's kids. You know what I mean? Like I got a little cousin that the little nigga is he's strange. You know what I'm saying? I do have one of them. A little cousin is strange. I'm not saying he's gay, but if if you point to anybody, it could possibly be that little strange nigga.
and that's the thing too, Tasha. If the
No, no,
studies,
circle of life, circle of life. He not telling you about your family. He's just saying what the laws of averages would say. You know what I mean? So we not
I
he
don't
don't
know
know you.
you, my young
He
brother.
don't know you,
Like,
and he don't
I
know your
don't I
family.
don't know
So
you to know what your family
right,
is or isn't. What I'm speaking to is the like you said, the law of averages. Like, math is pretty consistent. Whether you know a person, you know a group of people or not, you can go off the numbers. It's pretty consistent. Like, and like Tasha said, the shit is literally based off of what people admit. So if the numbers is at 17 to 20% or whatever for real, that's just off what people are admitting. How many people got deep dark secrets that they not never telling nobody. Because like we discussed, by those metrics, they'd be gay. You know, I don't.
A circle of life. I'm using the laws of average to say that, all right, if it's not one in your family, it's two in the next family. That's how the laws of average work to average it out, saying that, all right, if you got 20 people in this family and none of them are that way, the averages is going to average out in somebody else's family.
like I don't know. He took it as a personal insult to him. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm not trying to. You was just the one comment, so I was just saying, bro. Like I don't want no beef.
He said 2.5. He just Googled it's
Speaking to
2.5%.
John, it's obvious. Like it's not about me being familiar, and that's where you taking it personal. I don't need to know your family.
Now
On
he said he just Googled it.
average,
He said he just Googled it and it's 2.5%.
I can't go off the thing. And when I'll send you, I send you the shit when I can get off the stream or whatever. Um,
I gotta go incognito with this shit. I don't want this shit in my algorithm. I don't want it up in my algorithm. Let's see. Incognito. Those identify amongst women and the higher. It's higher amongst women. 6% amongst women. Uh, so, let's say 7.1% of adults. So we know, and if the percentage is 10 for women, is lower for men. So it's probably around that 2.5% number that circle of life is talking about. But it says that identifies as. So to be fair to the numbers, you know what I mean, down low niggas not identified as it. So we could put another 0.5% on that. We can almost assume it's another 0.5% or another whole percent, you know what I mean? So let's be fair and say 2.7, but that's a far cry from 20%. So we go back to what I originally said. I don't think it's 1 out of 5. It's closer to, and it's not 1 out of 10 either. It's closer to 1 out of 15. Because it's at least, if 2.5 identify, is at least three altogether. No, I incognito that shit, yo. You know what I mean? Hell no. Yo,
you
yeah. We was talking about the shy. We was talking about the shy, Latasha. That's how we got on the subject.
crazy work. Man, I appreciate you watching, bro. I wasn't attacking you. That shit is wicked. All I was trying to say was, on average, that's what it is. And I got numbers.
Yeah,
I
but
looked it
the
up
numbers,
before I came
the
back.
numbers. I since you're the one that pointed everybody to Google, the numbers is nowhere close to 20%. But what I say is, if it's the 2.5%, that says the ones that identify as that. So we got to at least add another point 0.5 to another whole percentage point to for the ones that's down low that's not identifying
You
as that.
got to add a lot of them to it. Like,
If it's too, I can't say that it's going to be more than a percentage point or more though. It's not going to run it all the
I
way up.
didn't see
It's not
too
going to
much.
run it
See,
up.
I
The
see.
it said
I
seven
mean,
point
like I said, I
one
got some
adult.
shit when I looked it up to back up what I was saying. So I know, what I'm saying. And the shit that I was looking at, it was all the way back in 2021. So, you know, you
Yeah, but
don't have to agree with it. It's out there. The shit is what it is for real. Like,
yeah, but it says that 7.1% of adults in America identify as being a part of the community. You know what I mean? It says that the percentage is higher for women within that 7.1% is higher for women. So the 2.5% that he's talking about makes sense. But when I'm but the caveat is identify. That word is the caveat of it. So you have to add something in there for the ones that we know exist that's not
exactly,
identified.
Tasha. Like
Right.
exactly what I'm saying. You will
But
never
it don't
know because you can't speak for dudes who will not identify as it. Again,
right, but it
there
don't
are
run the percentage up to 20%.
unknown number of niggas that have had gay experiences that will never talk about them.
And I agree with that. But it don't run it up to 20% though. That's what I'm saying,
I
yo.
whatever. I know it's a pretty high percentage of them. And if
Five.
you think
Five. It ain't more than five, yo. It's not more than five.
whatever, regardless of what it is for real, if you put fucking 10 niggas in a room, you put five niggas in a room, there will be one nigga out the five and there will be two niggas out the 10. I'm talking random niggas. Niggas got real
No.
sensitive. And no,
I
it's not a
can't
no. I guarantee it. Like
I
we
can't
can
I
go out and we can pick random niggas, right? Me and you together, we can walk around and we can just
no
ask
pause. I'm
random
not
niggas
picking
what they.
random niggas pause. But what I'm saying is the numbers since we have numbers, the numbers don't say that. That's all I'm saying, yo.
That's cool.
We going off of numbers. You ask us to Google, we Google and it's nowhere close to 20. That's all I'm saying, yo.
That's cool.
And
It's
and
nowhere
one
close
out
to
of
20.
five and one out of five makes it 20. I
One out of
can't say
five makes it 20. And again, if you go and you one out of five dudes, one out of those five dudes is gay. And I'm talking about no lie detectors, no none of that shit. Cause again, you not incorporating the amount of niggas that do ill shit. Like that will never talk
I
about.
am
You
incorporate
can't, no, you not
I
because you
I
can't
incorporated
quantify that.
them. I
You can't
incorporated them.
quantify that shit.
I
You
incorporated them over the 2.5.
but you can't quantify that shit. You just can't because you don't know.
But you made a number like you know. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool. My number was wrong. I can admit that, but
All
it's
right
still a
then.
very high number.
It ain't 20% though. That's my point. It's not
Whatever you can
20%.
say, what it is, what it ain't. I guarantee you, if you walk in a room and you rank, and you rank. I mean, if you ask five fucking 10 random niggas, two of them niggas is gay, and I'm talking about niggas that cannot lie. There are niggas that you look at every day that you swear up and down are the realest niggas that would never do that shit that are fun boys on the low.
Nah, I never say nobody don't do nothing unless I know you. You know what I mean?
Like you,
So
but you
and
you
and
don't know. Are
and
you
we
in
know
these rooms with these niggas?
we know and honestly
You just
the
don't know.
the percentage might be higher off of like some of the variables I gave it, right? You got niggas that been in and out of institutions since they was in elementary school. You know what I mean? And as we know, you know what I mean, because of a lot of the ads and stuff that we seeing, a lot of shit then went down in those boys facilities or those youth facilities. All right, things that happen to people as kids condition them for their sexuality when they're adults. That's just scientific facts. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of what that's saying is we got a lot more street niggas that do shit than people could realize. I'm
And
not de-
exactly. So
I'm not denying none of that.
identifying as gay,
No, they the ones that that make that 2.5 go up to more like between 3 and 5%. That's what I'm saying. But that's a far cry from 20%. That's the only point I'm making, y'all. That's a far cry from 20%.
that's cool. I was wrong about the number. But the fact of the matter is that, again, you take 10 random niggas, at least two of them gay. And one of them
That's
probably
20%, yeah.
not.
That's
I know
20%,
what it
yeah.
is. I know what it is. I know how to do
Right.
math. Said 1 out of 5 is 20%. I know what the fuck 20% is.
Right. All right.
But
You
I'm
might. No,
going
no, no. Joe, no, you
off of
can't say it
what
like it's
you
fact.
just
Hold up, yo,
said.
hold up. You
There
can't say
is,
that. You can't say that like it's facts. You can say that as a speculation. All right, now that next 10 ain't gonna be none in there.
it might not be.
All right, but so there's a if you take 10 randoms, there might be a good chance. There might be a good chance that there's two out of that 10, but through the laws of averages, we got to do it in both directions. Through the laws of averages, it's probably not one in the next 10. And it's probably not one in the next 10 either. You might have to go to another 10 to get one more.
It's not one in the next 10 that's going to admit it. It's not one in the next 10 that's going to admit it after that. So yeah, if that's what we going off of, I agree. But what I'm saying is, if you ask these niggas, no lie detectors, because then there's an infinite amount of undercover niggas, an infinite amount. It's such an
Ain't no
infinite
infinite
amount.
amount, yo.
It
That's
is
everybody.
because they
Infinite amount
created
is
every
everybody,
day.
yo.
Because they
Infinite amount is everybody, yo. You
infinite
can't say
amount
stuff
mean that
like
it's a new number. It's changing every day. Every day, it's changing. Every day, new niggas is doing
that's
ill
not what
shit.
infinite means, yo.
Like, it is a number that you won't
That's
be able to calculate. That's what
that's not what
infinite mean.
infinite.
Infinite don't mean everybody. Infinite does not mean everybody. There is an infinite amount of niggas that will not be honest about what they did. And that's a
Yeah,
fact.
in certain
Because
terms you
there
can't
it,
use,
we just
yo.
talked about a nigga. Me and Conway just talked about a nigga
Uh huh.
that is a well-known motherfucker that will never admit that he do what he do. But he do what he do.
But if
Like,
he's known to do
he
it, he
won't
don't.
admit it.
No,
Like,
what I'm saying is
if
he
you
he
put
don't have
him,
to admit it.
if no, I'm not talking about what the people know, because they're asking people to identify what they identify as, right?
Uh huh.
And if you ask that man right now what he identifies as, he identifies as a straight man. Is
I'll
he
agree with that.
straight because he
I
fucked trannies, or is he whatever? I don't even know what you would call it. Is it bisexual? Is it LGBTQ? I can't even get this shit out.
No, that
Is
nigga
it
gay also. He gay also.
right? So you straight and
He
gay
oh
also?
he
like,
also gay. He
like,
also gay. No, no, he
what
ain't
is
straight.
it?
He also
Like,
gay. That
how
nigga
is he
also gay.
supposed to? So like, all right, because I talked to the nigga, like Rich said, he went to my school. I know the nigga, right? So I asked him, you feel me? Why don't you look at yourself as gay? Right? His answer was because he views them as women.
They male women. They male
I can't.
women.
Hey yo, I can't fuck with you. With whatever they is, right?
They male
Whatever
women.
it is,
He's also gay, and they male women.
right? But if he took a poll right now, right, and somebody asked him if he were straight or gay, he would say straight every time.
Right, and that's going back to exactly what I said about the numbers. The numbers say they identify as. So we know that eliminates all of these people that you're talking about in that particular number. So what you're saying is there are more that don't identify than that identify. That's what you're
Absolutely,
saying.
absolutely. I wholeheartedly believe
I
that
think the
there
number I
are
think the
more
number will be
men still
closer.
in the closet. I wholeheartedly believe there are more men still in the closet than there are men that live their truth.
But I can't
And that's why the number for
agree on
men
that
is
there
always going
is
to be lower than
a
women.
whole nother
I'm not even
what would
saying
that
that it
be?
need to be a whole nother fucking 17% or whatever the fuck it is.
12%.
I'm not even trying to
Yeah.
say that. What I'm saying is there is a huge amount of men who are still not comfortable enough with themselves to answer that question honestly. That's
I mean,
why
yeah,
the
I can
number
agree
for
with
women will
I can
always
agree
be
with
higher.
I can agree with the part that there's a bunch of dudes that's not willing to openly identify as that. But I can also say that I don't believe that that number is more than another. I said 5.5 to 1% over the 2.5% before,
Nah, it's at least
but
another fucking 7%. At least another 7%.
nah,
Like,
I would say that if it's more, it might be 0.5 to 1% more, bringing the complete number up to 6 or 7%.
I
Not a
think
whole
y'all
not a
giving
whole another
niggas too
seven
much
percent.
credit, man. I
Not a
think y'all
whole another
giving
seven
niggas
percent.
too much credit. I'll
Not a whole
use
another 7%.
I'll
I can't.
use the NFL as an example, right?
Mhm.
I could use pretty much any professional sports franchise, I mean league as an example, but let's use the NFL, right? It's 480 dudes in the NFL every
Mhm.
season.
Right.
Not one of those dudes identifies as gay.
Well, they got one now. Is a dude is one of them now.
Okay, so it's one out of 480.
Right. And
You're telling me
I think it might
that
be 10. It might be 10 to 20 niggas in the whole NFL.
whatever
Right.
it is, there is one that identifies. So that is what, 0.5%? So by the numbers, 0.5% of the NFL is gay, right? But in
Identify.
reality, if you look at it, right, do you
Mhm.
think that 0.5% of the NFL is gay? Or do you think more
No.
is gay?
No, I already said that if it's one that's identified, is at least 20 of them in the NFL.
Cool. So again, if it's only 480
That's
dudes,
21.
right?
That's 21 out of 480.
21 out of 480. That's, 5, 6% or whatever, right? That's in that small sample size.
Right. That's the number I
Do that
said.
with the NBA. Do that with the MLB. You know, do it with college sports or take the NCAA football. Is
Hmm.
how many motherfuckers in there?
I don't know. Is it that?
20,000?
That's.
It's
Mm,
20,000. Let's say 20,000, right? Out of that 20,000, how many do you think are gay?
I don't
At
know.
least a thousand, right?
That's still around between that.
Ten percent.
That's still lining up between 6 or 7 and 10%, y'all.
That's still not a little bit of people. Like again, I'm every time I go to a bigger group of people, the percentage gets higher. So I started with 480. I went to 20,000. Like the percentage is getting higher. First it was 5, 6%, then it was 7%. Now we're at 10%. Like the higher you go, the more people you add, the more the shit. It's just a fact, and that's just thinking about male sports. You know,
We say it's
not
1,500.
quantifying.
The 480. I think the 480 is that's the NBA, ain't it?
Uh,
The 400. The
yeah, I
400 is
think
the
the
NBA.
NFL a little bit more. So all right, let's say
It's
the
15. It's
480 in the
1,500.
NFL. I mean NBA, same difference. Like if it's how many openly gay dudes are in the NBA?
I don't know if there are any. It might be some that's open within the NBA that everybody in the NBA know about,
Yeah, but the public don't know.
but the public, nah,
So
it's none because they be talked about all the time.
so by the numbers, there are no gay players in the NBA. That's the point that I'm making when I say people not going to identify all the time. So the numbers are, of course, going to be skewed. Now, that's my fault for saying go look at the numbers and being wrong. I own that. But my point still remains the same. You
Yeah,
know,
and
yeah,
but
you can
and
say the
my
numbers
point
don't bear
remains the
out to
same
it.
also. My point remains the same also. If in America there's 2.5 that identify, I even raise the number to kind of meet in between what both of us saying, because that's probably more what the number is between what you saying and what I'm saying. So
Right. And I get that. I'm just saying it's just it's disingenuous to think that the motherfuckers that identify, and this is me, trying to save face or whatever, because I admit that I was wrong about the numbers for real. But it's disingenuous to think that all the niggas who are going to identify as what they supposed to,
right.
or even identify at all. A lot of the
Well,
niggas probably looked at the shit
and
and fucking, I ain't voting on that shit. I ain't saying whether I'm straight or gay.
right,
Like,
and that's why the word identify is so important. You know what I mean? So that automatically tells you that there's more people out here that's not admitting it when you use the word identify. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
That just that's just an automatic thing, and it's nobody that can deny that there are down low people. Like it's just, you know what I mean. I'm not saying in your family. I'm not saying in nobody's family. I'm just talking about that
I know you ain't
exists. You know
accusing
what I
me
mean?
and my family.
No, I'm
I
just
know
talking
the
about.
I know the suspects in my family that's wilding.
Yeah, but I'm just talking. I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to anybody that might come across this later on. So I'm not talking about in anybody's particular family. But there's nobody that can deny that that they exist. You know what I mean? That down low people exist. But at the same time, well, it's no need to argue because we off the 20%. We just off of that. I just believe
Yeah,
the number
I
would be.
just think
I
that
just believe the number would be
regardless of
closer to
what
I
the
just believe
number
the number would be
is
closer to
higher.
6 or 7 as opposed to 10 to 20. That's just how I compute it, and that's how I see it from the data.
And I get it. I just, like I said, I like to use those sports organizations as good examples, because we can look at certain dudes in the league and know that they saucy or whatever. Dylan Brooks is known for fucking trannies.
Yeah, I remember that situation. And
Like,
somebody that said that, you know what I mean, like it's kind of low key rampant in the NBA for real.
right. But nobody in the NBA is going to come out and be like, I'm gay, I like trans women. Or I don't know. The nigga, like I told you, I was talking to kind of confused me. So I don't know how they view him or whatever. I they and gay and straight. I don't know. Whatever they
And
is.
Shorty up to Toronto. I don't know how true that was. What's the nigga that played for New York that got traded to Toronto? Left hand, yo.
Quickly,
No, the one that with the
RJ
Duke.
Barrett.
RJ Barrett. He
Oh,
had that
I ain't hear
situation.
nothing about bro.
Yeah, he had that situation last year where it was some shit online and some tweets going back and forth, and that dude said that yo did something and he didn't get paid for it or something like that.
Mm,
Which I don't know how true it was, and I don't know the resolution of it, but that thing came out, it just went away. You know what I mean? So I
mm.
mean, it's obvious that shit goes on, down low exists, um, but you know what I mean. The numbers, we don't. All right. One thing I'm going to say and I'm gonna admit is that we don't know the number of down low people because they
Don't.
down low.
And that's why I said infinite. Like infinite don't mean everybody. It just mean a number that you can't quantify.
All right, so I'll agree. I'll agree with that. We don't know how, like Tasha said, it was is DL niggas running around in TST. We don't know who they is.
Exactly. And I wouldn't be able to point to nobody and nothing like that because I don't pay attention enough to niggas to know. So
Right.
I agree with that. It could be, but I don't know. Like, you know, it also could be, straight up, bisexual bitches in there too. Like, and they, that number always gonna be higher than niggas though, because it's always been more taboo for a woman to be gay than it is for a man. So
Other way around.
I thought, yeah, I guess so. Taboo mean you right.
You said why is Tariq
Yeah,
in the background?
free read. No.
Well, actually, they building the power the show with Tariq and Tommy and they building that now and shit for real.
I thought they, yeah, I mean, I heard he was restart, looking for the actors or whatever, but
No, no,
they
no. I'm
supposed to
not
be
talking about
working
the
on
power.
Origins right now.
Yeah, yeah, they working on Origins.
Yeah, but I said they supposed to be working on Origins right now.
We say
But
they pitching in their kitchen, letting
they
these
said
boys
they they
bust up
they
the back.
they they didn't guarantee that your man Short Kanan gonna be the Kanan on the origin story though.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Well, I mean that makes sense because they just introducing Breeze, so they would have to, what I mean, they just introducing Breeze, so I
They
would
was
imagine
talking
they're going to
about
do.
they gonna kill Breeze. I'm like, why the fuck would Breeze die before he go into the origin series? He going into that shit too. Like a
Who said that?
lot of people in the little chat comments and shit.
Nah, he not gonna die before the series over. I think Snaps and Pops gonna die before the series
Yeah,
over
Snaps and Pops got out of there. They out of there next season. Easy.
because I think we're gonna. I'm glad we changed the subject. I think Snaps and Pops death is gonna be the catalyst going into Origins. You know what I mean? That's gonna be like the the secret that Kanan got from Breeze. um, Breeze will eventually start getting wind of what happened to them, and that's why Kanan
They got
eventually puts
killed.
Ghost on. That's why Kanan eventually puts Ghost on Breeze. That's how I see it
Do
working out.
do does Breeze and or Kanan, could be both of them, kill Ghost Father?
I believe yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah, because I think he gonna tell or he gonna be threatening to tell type shit. Like they might it might be a situation where they trying to muscle his bar or something like that. They might be trying to muscle his bar for business to try to do business through the bar or something like that. He ain't gonna have it or something like that, and his only recourse gonna be to try to go to the police or something, and that's what get him killed.
Okay.
That's just speculation. I ain't right. I ain't the writer, but that's kind
Nah,
of
I
how
get
I
it.
can see it going.
I like to have shit out on wax bars. so that when it happened, niggas can always point back to be like, oh, I said this shit came true, you
Right,
know. But I definitely think it's a good chance they killed this father just because it'll drive the storyline forward a lot for real.
right, right, right,
Um,
right, right.
it make the most sense. It also make the most sense that Kanan do something to get Breeze and Snaps killed. I mean, so that is something he always worried about Breeze finding out and shit like that. Like, and the way fuck is his name, Sasha Penn, it probably had come out like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually don't know if you're a female or a nigga. Um,
It's a dude.
name like Sasha. I'm about to say with a name like Sasha, it could be either one. But
Yeah, because that's Borat first name, right?
yeah, Sasha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
But
Well, I gotta call you Mephisto now.
yeah, he killed that shit. Yeah, he killed that shit. But I see him in more shit as Mephisto before fucking I can start calling him that shit for real. He definitely
Right.
still bold. Funny how niggas be known for they one role their whole career for real. It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah. We was rocking tonight, pause. We was definitely rocking. But shit, we might as well go ahead, shut it down. I'ma build up for the next one. But it was a lot of big shit that happened. I think we covered all that shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Only thing we didn't get to was BMF, I think.
yeah, that shit ain't even really important like that for real. Jeff Teague reacts to Raiders releasing Christian Wilkins after kissing allegations.
That shit probably funny. But shit, holla at y'all
Let's,
tomorrow.
let's quit. I'm about to play this shit. You go ahead bounce if you want to. I'm about to-
Top two, gotta do.
Coaching.
Holla at y'all. Talk to you tomorrow.
It's no NBA experience. That's not even realistic. Why would you put that in people's brain that you're gonna be an NBA player? That's like false advertisement.
Yeah.
High school is completely different from both levels, though.
Mhm.
Okay. We was trying to show them plays from different. You got to show them high school stuff, bro. It's completely different, bro.
Yeah.
But I try to
I'm glad they brought Jeff Bravo on there, y'all.
give it a college experience though. Like the atmosphere is not gonna be college because you don't got the fan base and stuff like that. But I try to give you like college practices, tough, a lot of up and down. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so tough on them, love them. That cut a lot of people right there.
For condition.
Not saying we don't.
All right, man. Let's go to the W with it. The Storm got a dub yesterday over the Sun. We came back with
Heard you. Don't lie.
shout out to Pay. Yeah.
What happened to him?
Oh man, just
What you do? Who we play for? Man, what was that?
What the fuck? There you go, right there, yo.
Bro, this him?
There,
yeah, they got released from the Raiders.
That's assault. He should have sprayed him.
there you go, right there, yo.
what is he doing, bro?
There you go, right there, yo. They go to kick the NFL right there, yo. We was just talking about this shit.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, what
Yeah,
he doing?
release him, bro.
Nigga said release him, yo.
Seriously.
Let him go,
What is he
yo.
doing?
Yeah, man. On top of it, they said He he need to go to jail, bro. they said he's not his injury wasn't rehabbed properly, and they said, you know what I'm saying, some allegations in the locker room. Yeah.
He was
man.
doing that in the locker room?
Allegedly he kissed the teammate on top of his head. Yeah, the Raiders really wasn't rocking with him, man. I think he probably gonna get his money back if he sued them for the injury situation. But the other stuff, yeah, that's real wicked. We will stay tuned with that.
Can't be doing that to people, bro.
Yeah. But that mixtape is
Who
insane.
made that mixtape, bro?
With that music behind it, yeah, that is crazy,
Bro, why he Dante Jones somebody bro. In the game, bro.
He put his fingers in that nigga booty, though.
He
That's what
Dante
I'm saying,
Jones
yo.
dude, bro.
That's the
there's no
one.
part of football where you should be
It's
doing
at least
that,
two,
bro.
'cause it's one
Or really
that's
nowhere in
open,
life
yo.
you should be doing that.
That's
Pause.
crazy.
There's one of them that's
Wild boy
open.
for sure, man. All right, man. Clean,
So,
cool.
so we got two
Conference
right
season.
there.
Who this?
Got a
Oh,
wig snatched off
somebody
mid
grabbed a
game.
wig.
Yeah, man. That's a foul, ref, by the way.
That was
Dang,
crazy
she
right
she
there.
don't got no hair.
I ain't gonna lie, that's messed up.
What's on the top of her head though?
Probably
A
the
little wig thing.
Yeah,
Yo, they stopped the game over the wig though. That was the crazy part. Yo, you throw the wig to the side and just check somebody else in. I guess I don't know. I don't know how you handle that, yo. Because there's no hair malfunction. There's You say she's trying for the Eagles O line. That's funny. Um, there is no hair malfunction in the NBA that has them stopping the game, yo. Like you can't stop the WNBA game over a wig. You can't do that because it already has a certain type of reputation of not being right in the first place. So you got to do what the men do. You throw the wig to the side. I mean, and next dead ball, sure to get out the game. What you say? They gotta say pause after that. Oh yeah, Paul. Hell yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, yo, you can't stop a official sports game, yo, cause a wig came off, yo. Shorty gotta keep on hooping, yo. You gotta keep on hooping. Next dead ball. Throw the wig to the side. Next dead ball. Sub. Shorty get her wig. Go fix it. Come back. But you can't stop the whole game over a wig. And with that, we out of here. We say it's like how we go on IR for being pregnant. That's not the same. I agree with that, but that's an extra caveat to dealing with women in the peace white. That's an extra caveat for having women in the workplace. Period is maternity leave. So it's just different from us in some ways. That's how it is. But no, you can't stop a game over a hair malfunction. I'm sorry, Tasha. Now taking off because you're pregnant. Yeah, you know what I mean. A woman got to take off to deliver. A woman got to take off to deliver, and a man get to take a couple of days off to be with his wife when they deliver. But that's planned. That's different. You know what I mean? Stuff that can happen in the middle of a game like that. That's a wardrobe malfunction. That's like your shoes being untied or something like that. They don't stop the game because you need to tie your shoes. You need to find a way to tie your shoes while the action going on, or wait till the next loose ball. A woman got to stop to grab her head. You can't. You don't stop the game though. Somebody else take it and throw it off the court, or you run up the court, play defense, come back down, scoop the head, throw it off the court. Yo, you can't stop the game for that. It's a bad look for the league. It's just a bad look for the league. You got enough stuff against you in the first place for the public perception, but you can't be stopping it for a wig. I'm sorry. That's like stopping the game to put your makeup on. You can't do that. That's crazy, yo. All right, but I'm not here to get on the women pause. But you can't stop the game over wig. And with that being said, it's late. I'm out. I thank y'all for the block party. We finally getting a real block party. I love it, and I'm out.